What's good, everyone? We've got episode 3 of the Egoist Diary. I do have episode 4 too that's like just needs uploading as well. I just first want to apologize how long it's taken to upload this because we recorded this like 3 weeks ago. So some of the stuff that we do mention is going to be outdated, and I do apologize for that. But if I'm being honest, I was thinking about scrapping this, not because like there was a problem with the content, it's just that the audio levels were a bit fucked, and at certain points I move my screen so you can't see everyone. But considering that my friends were also involved in this, I might as well just upload it anyway. So some of the stuff's going to be outdated, and there are going to be some minor fuck-ups throughout this video. I do hope to eventually get to the point where I can edit all of the little mistakes out, but we're still growing. So with that being said, I'm not going to hold you any longer. Episode 3 of the Egoist Diary. We've got a special guest, Nova Kayn, so shout out to Nova Kayn, my other rival. But yeah, it's just us three chapping it up.
No, bro. It keeps cutting out. Like this might happen like all podcasts, sadly, until I figure out why it keeps muting itself.
Nah, you're good. You're good. I'm also glad we're not doing cams today because like I haven't slept, so like I don't want to be on cam and look like I'm staring at someone and being like, oh, I can't believe I'm fucking talking. Whole time I'm like, oh, I'm a bit tired. So this is so much better.
I just woke up like an hour ago, so I'm not camera ready.
Are we investing in Nico stocks this arc? Because I
I'm
mean,
dude, wait. I literally had a video about this.
Nico
I don't
stocks?
even think you need to invest at this point. I think they're already up.
Yeah, to be fair, that interception with fucking Loki, Nico stocks are on the rise.
I was just rereading this chapter right before this, and it's like almost a 1-for-1 with the beginning of the U20 exhibition match.
How this game started off?
Yeah, it's like almost a 1-for-1. Like them trying to break through with their individual skills and getting shut down individually by like the players on the France team. That's like exactly what happened in the U20 game.
And then we've also got... Wait, actually going off that, that's so funny because the way that Hugo destroys Isagi is the exact same way that Sai does. Because like he just bumps into him.
Yeah.
Hugo likes Isagi's personal space a little too much. He had like his hand wrapped around.
Yeah, did you see him grabbing his back, bro? Hold on.
Yeah, he likes his personal space.
He wanted a piece of that.
I wanted to know your guys' opinion too. If you think Hugo's a talented learner or a genius. I'm kind of torn about it.
Yeah,
I think he's a talented learner. I think he's a talented learner still.
Like Noah.
He does. That's what I thought too.
And it's like, isn't Noah's whole thing as well, where it's like, oh, I just wanted to be a striker. I just so happened to be the best.
I mean,
So,
Yeah,
I think
and it's like about physical results.
yeah, I do think they're a little similar because like with Noah, his whole thing with like results mean everything. I think it's like when he was what was it with Raichi's thing or whatever, when he was saying like, oh, Raichi's 1v1 abilities is like the best we have on the team since he had the best results in that specific category. He was chosen specifically for Ubers, the Ubers game, because it was a game based off individual prowess or whatever. So I think it's like they have different philosophies but come to the same conclusion as you should be doing what you fit best, like in terms of your physical capabilities. That's the way I see it.
Wait, that's also
if that makes any sense at all.
Snuffy as well, right? Because like Snuffy's whole thing is like he read what you was good at, he read your abilities, and then he gave you a set game plan to follow.
That yeah, but I would say it's more like with Snuffy. Snuffy doesn't. He forces you to play a way that you yourself have decided. So right. So when we look at Nico and Aryu and Aiku, or we'll look at Nico because he switched from like a midfielder in the first time we see him because he was kind of playing as like a support role. And then he went to a striker after losing to Isagi. But then in the U20 game, he's like, okay, I found my resolve. I want to be a defender. So, like, I think if Nico keeps that midfielder support / striker mentality, I don't think Snuffy forces him to change. I feel like Noah would.
I see it like Snuffy is more about like overall team efficiency, and I feel like Noah is more about the individual player. Like he just looks at your stats and he's like, this is the best, like the position you're best suited to, you're gonna do that.
Yeah, and that's why I'm torn on like Hugo being a genius or a talented learner, because you have two angles. What like this whole yap about fate, this whole yap about like just follow what you're supposed to do on a cellular level, that's the individual side, right? Like that would fall into like know or knower side of the philosophy, where it's like you just have to do this one job. Or am I tweaking? Or is that like a team?
Okay, there.
I'm leaning more genius as of right now, just because I feel like, I mean, it's the whole debate of like natural talent versus hard work, and Hugo is very much natural talent right now. He's pretty much saying that natural talent is all that matters.
True. Because even have we seen Charles use Metavision at the moment? Like, has he had?
Yes, we have.
Yeah,
I think he's used it before. See, my thing with Hugo is that, and this might be like just crazy because I'm just throwing this at a wall. What if Hugo is good enough to where he can apply Metavision to his teammates, like under certain circumstances? Because like we see that France's like whole team setup is like Isagi describes as like a security camera, and I think that kind of ties into like them watching so much film so they understand like what Blue Lock players are capable of, and so maybe that just kind of throws this out the window. But I feel like Metavision and abilities can be applied to players who wouldn't necessarily have those abilities if circumstances are like they're given the right conditions to do so. Because like I fully believe that Psy is the reason Shido entered Flow. I think like Psy actively forced Shido into Flow during the U20 game. I feel like you could maybe do the same with abilities in Blue Lock.
I get what you mean.
Probably
actually.
crazy, but
it's like kind
What?
of mad science experiments, right? So you just like you have this character that has this weapon, and then you being a talented learner manipulate the situation to potentially get this evolution out of it because they had to go up into this specific matchup, right?
But you don't necessarily have to be a talented learner to do that, though, because Rin was doing that in the second selection.
Yeah, because it's the whole like it's kind of like the whole puppet thing.
Yeah, so you could still be a genius and play that way.
That's the problem with fucking Noah. I would say he's a genius, but because he uses logic, it makes it harder to argue. Because there's still a lot of people that are convinced that Noah is a talented learner, and I would completely disagree.
I also think he's a genius.
yeah, no is a genius.
I feel like it's like they talk about logic, but it's like the way that they use it is not the same way that talented learners use it. I don't know how to explain it better than that, but
It's like they have the pieces, but they don't slot them together properly. They just look at each piece by itself.
yeah. I mean, the going back to like the natural talent versus hard work thing, like that's already been disproven in Blue Lock. So I don't think this is gonna hold up for very long.
What elements?
Like that's literally Nagi's entire character.
I mean, true. Yeah, actually, like it would. We'd be then just going like back on ourselves if we came up to the whole like, can geniuses and talented learners actually compete against each other?
No.
That was kind of what the whole fucking PXD game was about. You had Beastie and Kaiser, the talented learner team, versus Shido and Rin. And Rin sold the fucking bag. I'll never forgive that nigga, bro. Fuck him. It was Kiora. Kiora. Pass.
Yeah. I'm sorry, like Kaiser was not stopping if Rin makes that pass. I saw
There's
Arrow's
no
video.
way. There's no
Does it?
way.
I think he can do it every time.
Unless
There's no
that
way.
nigga can shadow step, that was a free goal. You could have put fucking anybody there.
You know who can shadow step low key? And I've been seeing it a lot. Fucking Corona. He just
Yeah.
appears. I swear.
Well, that's what he was
player in
training
Nigeria.
for, right?
What do you
I
say?
mean, true, yeah. He was training with like a hunting dog, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it has to do with his training.
I think he was training. He was with dog because it wasn't a hunting dog specifically. I thought it was just like a regular dog.
It was either
I don't think
a
we got the
hunting dog
details.
or a
He was
racing
just like
dog.
running with a dog. It looked like a
Looked like
German
a-
Shepherd or something.
Yeah. Hey, but that's all right. Once he gets in the France game and in the England game, and he gets like 3 assists, we'll be good. We'll be chill.
Yeah, I don't think Corona stocks are ever gonna go down, if I'm being honest. I don't even think they can.
I think he's undervalued. I know people are always like,
100%.
yeah, like people clown on me when I say that, but it's true.
I especially noticed that, again, when you made that fucking video, Luke, about how far he ran in the Manchine game. I was like, wow!
Yes.
Because I used to low-key hate on Corona. I was like, oh, this guy's a bum. He runs like twice and then he's tired. And then you broke it down. I was like, holy shit. This guy's actually running so far.
You gotta, like, he runs extremely far to keep up with Isagi because he just doesn't have metavision. Like, the only thing he can do is just
He's just
keep up.
guessing.
And then now that he got his stamina training for like the small little time skip. He ran even further in the Nigeria game to save that or to make that goal line clearance. He ran farther. So it's like the only reason I just hate that he's a side character. I know he's not going to get much more playing time this arc, and that's going to make me extremely sad. Maybe he gets in during the England game because he's fast, but
I low-key see him getting so good. Because if they've got Bats and what's the other guy called? Camus? They're pretty fast. I would probably say they're speedsters low-key. Because if they've
it wasn't.
like...
I was gonna say it wasn't Bats. It was like his name was like Layden, the guy who kept up with Chigiri
Oh yeah,
or whatever.
yeah, Layden. Yeah, I fucked his name up because I use my English accent. It's like Liden. But you have Liden and you have the other guy, Camus, and how Isagi describes how Chigiri and Bachara was blocked, it's like it was both by the same weapon, like speed. And then that would then also make sense when you add into account like Loki being the striker. They're obviously going to need wingers that can somewhat keep up. And the only way they can is if they're speedsters. Because the whole time the fucking Camus is marking Bachara, he's watching Bachara, he's not looking at the ball.
Yeah, he says he's like changed his like tempo in time with Bachara, and like Bachara, we see like he can raise his he can drastically shift his tempo from slow to fast, like on a dime. So he'd have to be somewhat fast to keep up with that and have like good reactions.
Yeah, then you also have fucking Layden too, pressing Chigiri like it's nothing.
He's got the Augie eyes.
Yes, dude, I can't wait to
There's
see
just a
Augie
white
in the England
circle.
game.
Invest in Augie stocks. I've already put a bunch in Augie stocks. I know you won't let me down.
I'm curious who else is gonna be on the England team.
They have a new gen.
Yeah, but they're not on Manshine City. We know that for sure.
Please be on
So we're
Tottenham.
gonna get a
Please
lot
be
of
on
new
Tottenham. Please be
characters.
on-
We know Manshine City has one good player, and it's Augie.
Oh, fucking guy. Yes, we even saw the same defender from Manshine get cooked by Loki when he scored the brace.
Mm.
That shit is so sad, man.
Yikes.
Free my boy Aki for real.
Bro, he had to deal with he was there to like analyze players and like get better, and he had to deal with like the boy love drama the whole entire time. Man,
He's just watching
I feel
like
bad.
4 seasons of Boy Love playing football.
And get through City.
Free my man.
Didn't
free
win
my
a
man.
single game.
Yeah, going 0-4 is kind of insane. Like, they had arguably like the best master. They also had Agi, who could
No.
perfectly like wait, who did you say no?
no, I said I know. They
Oh,
had
yeah,
the
yeah,
best
yeah.
master.
Oh, I
They had
agree
the best-
too. Chris Prince is
best
my goat.
master. They then had Agi, who could translate what Chris is saying into the fucking game. And they still went 0-4. Free my boy Chigiri, free my boy Agi. That shit's criminal.
When I remember in that Barca game when Nagi was like, okay, I don't need Rayo anymore, and I actually need to score a goal. Augie got so fucking happy. I'd never seen him that happy before. He was grinning from ear to ear when he was like, Nagi, you're doing it. You're playing by yourself. You're not using. He got so. I know he was sick and tired of the two of them. And then
He was
if
sick
only
to
Ray
his
was.
stomach
Ray
when he
wasn't
saw
there.
that pass to Rayo.
I know. I know he was sick when that happened. So I was like, Nagi's gonna do it. No, he's still being held down. But it's all right. Once he comes back, he's gonna score, and he's gonna be top 5 in Japan. So it's gonna happen.
Oh, that's another thing I was going to talk about as well. You know, like how Ego said that the plan for Blue Lock was to whittle them down to 5 strikers? We've basically already got that now. I'm sorry, but Bachara is not a striker. That's Nagi's spot that he's filling. The strikers that we have is fucking Rin, Isagi, Shido, Barrow, and Nagi eventually. He's just taking his time to get there. It's okay, little fella. You just take your time.
Don't sleep on Hanaru, all right? We gotta watch out for Mr. Roger.
I've never doubted Nagi, okay? I know he's down right now, but his stocks are gonna go crazy soon.
They have to.
They will.
The build up, all this build up, like you're actually delusional if you don't think he's gonna come back stronger.
This is
Yeah.
why I'm also gonna blow my shit smooth off if they don't give Shido the most insane goals this game. I waited for centuries since the U20
Speaking of
game.
stock, speaking of stock,
Please,
do we transition to Shido stocks now? because
Okay, yeah,
that
Shido
man,
stocks.
he's gonna. Well, what was it that Hugo said about cells or whatever?
Yeah,
What'd
he
he
was
say?
like, just follow your destiny to the cellular level. And I saw that, I was like, wow, this is actually gonna be Shido's game. There's no way it's not. There's no way it's not.
Mr.
Is that-
Soccer is a biological need.
Yup, yup. Oh, Hugo, please, please upscale
It
my
would be
goat more.
it would be the perfect matchup, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Ideologically.
Something that I'm hoping is that like I want Shido to have such a big evolution that like Yugo starts acting like Kuso when he saw Bachira and Reo. Like he genuinely doesn't know what he's looking at anymore because Shido's just like so like the most illogical person in the entire world. Because I do think Shido's like playstyle and philosophy, even though it makes sense as like a oh the only way you're going to be remembered is if you pass on your genes or whatever. Like that makes sense, but like the way he actually executes it on the field just genuinely doesn't make any sense half the time, and I love it.
Yeah. I mean, his play itself is like unorthodox.
Mhm.
Well, I was gonna say, like, based on what Hugo was saying, like his philosophy, by all means, Shido should be his ideal striker.
Actually, oh, are you gonna tell me all these fucking new gens are just gonna start glazing my goat?
They should. I mean, I feel like if he's able to perform well in the France game, which of course I think he will, they should because when Yugo says that you should follow things down to like a cellular level, Shido's whole thing, at least within the U20 game, was like he only responded to what his cells told him. If his cells didn't tell him anything, he wasn't gonna do it. Because like I remember one time, what was it? It was when Rayo came on the field, and it was he had like gotten the ball with like his back to the goal, and he was like, all my cells are screaming for me to like score this goal or whatever. But then like it gets shut down by Rayo. If Rayo's not on the field there, Shido shoots and he probably scores like from that angle over Kakamaru. In all
Oh
honesty.
yeah, without Rayo in that game, Shido would have scored like 3 more goals.
Mhm. Like this guy was.
This is the payback we get for inspiring you in the second selection. You're an off.
No,
Yes.
but imagine if he goes in now and they're on the same team. Their combo would actually be insane.
Yeah, that's why I think this is going to be a massive game for Shido because it makes so much sense. Obviously, with what fucking Hugo's yapping about, then you've got Charles asking if he's playing. Then you've also got Rayo, who's in this like weird fucking masking phase, where he's just like, "All right, guys, let's just focus on work. Let's just dive headfirst into work."
I don't know if Nova brought this up yet already. I might have not been able to hear, but there's also the fact that, and I know I watched her video on this, the only 2 players we don't see in between the Nigeria and France game are Shido and Rayo.
Yup.
Like they're
Yeah.
purposely not shown.
They are the only ones on the whole team. Even out of the players on the bench, like, they're the only 2 they purposely did not show.
You just saw my goat Nana say.
Oh, sounds like Rayo is about to get a brace of assists, if you ask me, because I think Japan will probably score 2, both assists from Rayo.
But
God, I
if
hope
Rayo does work with someone else, it makes the most sense for it to be Shido. Because, like, this is basically what happened in the second selection, where fucking Rayo loses Nagi, he's really depressed about it, and then he gets inspired. But this time, it's like, he has more of a plan, he's not as lost this time.
Yeah, he's fully awakened his ability. He wasn't before.
Yeah, exactly. Like, last time, when he lost Nagi, he was completely lost. He's like, oh, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do, and he's moping about. This time, he's kind of flipped the script and been the instigator of being like, all right, guys, let's focus, like, keep our heads high, it's only 1 goal, it's not going to make a difference. So he's just, like, kind of, I guess it's like PTSD, funny enough. He got PTSD and he was like, all right, this is how I need to act in this situation. So if that happens again, the person to kind of inspire him to get out of that mentality and into a better one of like growing for himself would be Shido, because that happened in the second selection. Because you see fucking Rayo moping about and then Shido scores and he was like, what color am I? What color am I? And then he scores.
I think it works the other way around too, because Shido does best when he has somebody who understands him and challenges him. And I think out of the midfielders we have right now, I think Rayo's the best at that.
As long as it's not Hiyore. Please, dear God. Not Hiyore.
Surprise! No offense, because I actually do like Hiyori, but I wouldn't be surprised if he gets subbed off. He's not doing anything right now.
Please get subbed off. Please. Oh my gosh, please. Like
The
I don't
worst
even
thing
like
is-
I don't even like Hiyori as a character.
No, I was gonna say, right, the worst thing is, I actually love Hiyori as a character. I love his story, I love his plot points, I love everything, like, well, I don't love what happened to him, obviously, but it's like, it's so interesting what happened, and then I look at his stocks and I'm like, guys, you didn't understand the first fucking thing! He doesn't want these expectations!
Yeah. Well, they really like set him up to be like this amazing player, but I think just compared to the other midfielders we have in Blue Lock right now, he's just not. He's not what we need.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that one comment from Sendout did horrific things to Hiyori stocks. That
It
one
really
comment
did.
where he's like, oh, he's
Yeah.
like Sai. Everyone's like, oh my god, he's the next version! He's the next version, he's gonna beat him! Then he finally came out in the Ubers game. Everyone's like, yeah, the next Sai, the next Sai. All quiet. In the PXG game. Then that Nigeria game, oh my god, nailing the coffin. Holy
It's rough.
shit.
Once Sai comes back and he's on the starting lineup because there's no way Ego doesn't play him, we can finally get. I'd put Yuki Miya on the field. We don't need Hiyori anymore. Put Yuki Miya as a right back, as a right wing back. Put Corona out there.
But the slander writes itself.
Yeah, I mean, once Sai is back, there's no reason for him to even touch the field, to be honest.
He
Like,
shouldn't
I'm sorry.
touch the field.
He's just a worse version of Sai. And again, this is not even like slander. Well, it is kind of slander, but it's not because I dislike Hiyori. It's just like, it's just true.
Yeah, from what we've seen, that's literally how it is.
When does Sendo make that comment about Hiyori? I know it's in the second half, but like how early is it?
I think
I think-
it's when him and Karasu are passing the ball, right?
Yeah, he makes like one good pass into the penalty area, I think, and that's when Sendo's like, "Holy shit!" That's it.
Wait, if it is then like that means wait, no, that pass can't be, or like Sendo's statement is even worse because the version of Sai that he's comparing to Hiyori is a Sai that like genuinely doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because that's even before his like he changes gears, because he doesn't
Before he
change gears till
starts
Barlow
trying.
scores. So like Hiyori is a Walmart Sai of a Sai that's going like 20% or like 30%.
Also, let's be real. Sendo is not the most reliable.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
we
don't know
took
why we're
Sendo's
taking his
word as
words at
fucking
face value.
gospel.
Okay, to be honest, I love Sendo, not as a player, just as a character, but why are we taking his words at face value?
He is very relatable.
Motherfucker got drafted. That's so crazy.
The funniest
yeah.
part is him and Aiku not giving a single fuck about the rest of the U20 team being locked up. They literally could not care less.
Sendo scored and that was it. They was happy to leave. Thank God.
That's why I'm just glad the GOAT Fukaku made it, because I want him to play so bad. I want him to at least get like one game in. Just like one feat. I want 1 feat from Fukaku. Just one. Maybe Gagamaru like gets injured near the end of a game and they're like Blue Lock has it in the bag or whatever. They're up like 2 or 3 goals or something. And they just, Gagamaru gets injured for the last 10 minutes and Fukaku comes in, but then Gagamaru comes back for the next game because it wasn't that big of an injury. Something like that. I just want Fukaku to get in really badly.
This is
Why?
probably an agenda, but I don't want to see a single Fukaku feat. Like, I think it's so fucking funny that the one save he got in the NEL, we didn't even see. Like, it could have been. They could have just shown Nagi getting his shot saved by Fukaku instead, right? And it would have made so much more sense because it's like, oh yeah, like he actually makes a save, and it makes sense that he saves Nagi's shot. But instead, Aiku blocks it. Fukaku's not even on the fucking pitch, and his bid went up like 24 million somehow.
Oh my gosh.
How
At
do
this
you
rate,
aura
I think
farm from the
Nanase
bench
is
and
more
get a bid
likely to
increase?
play. Nanase is more likely to play than Fukaku at this point.
Sadly, I mean not sadly, I do like Nanase. He's cool.
Yeah, I
As
love
long as it's
Nanase.
not that
Cool, I
fun
just see no
Kiora.
reason for him to play.
If I even see Kiora stand up on the bench, I'm gonna be pissed.
Sit down,
I
little
actually
bro.
could see it happening though. That's the thing. That's the craziest part. I
The
wouldn't
only,
be
the
surprised
only,
if he plays at some point.
maybe he
Maybe
might.
against the
Only if
England
it's
team.
Alvaro.
Only
Only if it's
because of
Alvaro.
all this talk about like gods and fate and stuff is directly like linked to his
Ooh,
character. I wouldn't be
true. I
surprised
forgot
if he
about
makes an
that.
Yeah,
appearance.
that is true.
Actually, to be
Damn.
fair, it also makes a lot of sense for like Kiora to be the first person in Blue Lock that links up with Nagi when Nagi comes back.
Don't piss me off right now.
Oh my gosh. But speaking on like the whole God and fate and stuff, how do you guys feel about Yugo's philosophy? Like on a cuz like my whole thing with him is that like he obviously has like a combination of like fatalism and determinism, if you guys know what those are. But I can like elaborate a little bit if you want.
I think I know what they are. I just don't know the name for it.
Okay, so like fatalism is essentially like all events are predetermined and inevitable, like regardless of however
Oh,
you
yeah,
do
yeah.
them. And so as like it emphasizes like future events and that it suggests that like no matter what actions you take, the outcome's always going to be the same, which I think kind of applies to Yugo's play style in the sense that he was able to like predict how Isagi was going to move and what he can do and like shut it down. Now, obviously, he can't predict everything because he would be like broken, but I do think he understands how these Blue Lock players are going to operate, and then he's like, okay, it doesn't matter what you do, as long as I can do this, your fate is like it's determined. Like you can't. It's destiny that you'll lose to me or whatever. And then determinism's kind of the same, but it takes a more like personal route where it like specifically includes human actions and it's determined by like events and natural laws or whatever. And there's like the um, things like free will or like is like an illusion, like the illusion of choice, and like it doesn't matter what you choose, it goes back. So they're kind of similar but different. It's just determinism is more like from an individual stance, while fatalism is for like it happens because like this higher power has already determined what you're going to do. If that makes sense.
Yeah, one's fatalism's about like a higher power basically writing your story for you before you're even born, and then the other one, I already forgot his fucking name, my bad. But the other one's like, all right, because you're this person and because you live through these experiences, I can determine that you're gonna pick red over blue, for example, because of like I understand your history as a person and like the shit you've been through, type shit.
Yeah, and as pretty much, but then it's also the layer deeper is with the and since you're also born this way and this is the aptitude you have, this is all you're going to like ever succeed in, no matter what path you take. So it's like when Yugo says, "Oh, you're more built for a midfielder than a striker." It doesn't he's essentially saying no matter what Isagi does, no matter what actions he takes, he's always going to end up as a midfielder no matter what. That's just like his destiny. It's already been determined. Not by some higher power, but just how he happened to be born.
The Cam City slander is fatal. That's
It's beautiful.
I could cry right now. That's so
It
cool,
did
I
make
think.
me laugh when Isagi's like, "I'm gonna prove you wrong," and then immediately passed a ring. It's like, okay. I don't know why that really didn't prove anything, but
The equivalent of like, I'm gonna tell my big brother on you.
yeah. And then Rin's like, "I'll take care of this." It's like, okay. But
Oh god.
I do find Hugo's philosophy very interesting, and I definitely see where he's coming from. However, I think narratively in Blue Lock, like that mindset is always doomed to fail. Because, like I said,
Mhm.
we've already had this like hard work versus natural talent discussion, and like way back in the first selection, even Ego was saying things like geniuses need fate to bring out their full potential. Because if you're a genius, if you have no passion, no motivation, it's not gonna matter how good you are. Like, look at Nagi. He literally could be the perfect striker, but he had no motivation. He had no passion, and it cost him. And then with the stuff with like the god of fate or whatever, or like fate being predetermined, and then we had that discussion a couple chapters ago about like the god of soccer. I feel like Ego's philosophy, which is like I guess would be considered the opposing philosophy to Hugo's at this point, is more about making the god of fate work in your favor rather than it being something out of your control. It's like it is out of your control, but it's almost like you have to make the god of soccer look at
it goes
you.
into his whole fucking yap about luck in the second selection.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
'Cause,
like forcing
yeah,
those conditions to be in your favor so that destiny's on your side rather than the other way around, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
And
it
they
does.
say Shakespeare's dead.
They say Shakespeare. Yeah, because wasn't it Ego said that what was it? Flow and luck were things that he derived from that God experience, but like he still doesn't fully understand it yet.
Yeah. So it's not like Hugo's whole thing is like, oh, it's like logical, but even Ego was like, it can't be defined by logic.
Oh yeah, Kanashiro's cooking right now. The Yugo downfall.
I'm kind of
it's
sad that
already,
Hugo.
the seeds are in place already.
I'm sad that Hugo's probably gonna be on Fraud Watch. But you know,
I mean,
As
if
long
you can
as-
survive through Nagi getting eliminated, you can survive anything.
well, my like of Hugo is nowhere near my love of Nagi, but I'm just tired of these new Gen 11s, like everybody calling them frauds. Like they can't be.
Yeah, like every new Gen 11 is still better than every blue locker. Like even
Yeah.
Lorenzo. Lorenzo's still better than every blue locker.
And even Lorenzo, what?
Listen, we all know Lorenzo's sadly, and I'm gonna make a YouTube video out of this. Lorenzo's the worst. He's the worst out of all the ones we've seen. Even with like Yugo's, maybe I'll need to see a little bit more of Yugo, but I'm very confident that like once we get 10 chapters out of the France game, Yugo's just going to be better than Lorenzo. Yeah, Lorenzo's just the.
I think he already is. I'm not gonna lie.
That's not crazy. That's I know. Like 3 chapters into the game, and I would argue that Yugo has better on-screen feats than Lorenzo does. That's not crazy to say.
Yeah, I mean, Lorenzo also is a defender, and Kanashiro doesn't know what
Fucking
the fuck
hates those guys.
He
Oh my god.
doesn't know what
It's
to
so
do with
weird. Because, like, oh, he's the best defender under 20. He's better on the offensive side of the ball than he is on the defensive side of the ball. His
I think
offensive
Kanashiro just-
feats impress me more.
He just doesn't know what to do with defense. Half the time we have strikers blocking shots on goals, so
Makes me so mad.
Isugi in the NEL, I don't know what the actual fuck that position was supposed to be.
he was teleporting. He was
Actually,
teleporting.
that Manshine game was bullshit.
Okay, that game pisses me off more than anything because, oh my god, Rayo was playing so insane that game, but nobody talks about it because he got fucking overshadowed by whatever
Dude.
bullshit was happening on Bastard.
Literally, his first feat of copying Sai and Rin and having a shot that used up fucking Gagamaru's binding vow. Oh,
And he unlocked
just don't
Metavision.
talk about
like,
that.
He unlocked Metavision, he stole the ball of Noel Noah, like he was playing out of his mind that game.
he almost blocked Yuki Miya's shot. That was an evolution.
Because what was it when Rayo Isagi says like, is Rayo using Metavision? Like the first moment Isagi thinks that Rayo using Metavision, he outpaces Noel Noah, Chris Prince, and Kaiser to the ball first. He gets there before all 3 of them, like the 3 best players on the field. And Isagi's like, there's no way he could have done that unless he's using Metavision. Like,
And he was using it unconsciously, like he wasn't
yes,
even aware of it.
unconsciously too. Oh
But
my
like he
God.
definitely was using it because you could see it in his eyes. But still had people trying to tell me, by the way, that he was only using Metavision because he was copying it. I was like, what are you talking about? He wasn't copying anybody when he was using it.
Dude, the cope that some people come to for slander, like, I love a good piece of slander. I think it's funny as fuck. But some of the levels to this shit is crazy. He's copying some. Yeah, because actually, I also saw somebody say that Rayo's Metavision was worse than fucking Nico's.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
You know
people
what, we
just
got
love to slander Rayo, and I'm tired.
We got that one little feat of Nico tackling Isugi in the fucking Uber Uber's game, and they was like, oh my god, he's better than Rayo. Did we not see the Manshine game?
No, people
Yeah,
literally
I
don't
know.
talk about that game just because they lost. But I'm like, Rayo was playing like the best he's ever played.
Used up
And that's why I'm
Kagamaru's
like
binding vow.
the Nagi Rayo team up is not dead. Like if we're going based off of that game alone, like as long as they get their shit together, their combo is actually insane.
They aren't ready. They're not.
Outsmarted fucking Kaiser. When he was still like this untouchable god in the narrative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I think Kaneshiro took it too far when when he had Isagi block the fucking unpredictable Chris Prince shot that was supposed to surpass Noel Noah as a striker.
Oh my god.
Like,
don't
what
get me
the fuck?
started.
What are we? Yes, because the 17-year-old, fresh off learning this new ability that made Kaiser almost like a god. Yeah, let's have him block like the second best shot in the entire series. Seeing it the first time, because that makes total sense. Even if he had like a 50% chance of blocking it, because he's like, oh, Gagamaru, go low and I'll go high, or whichever one they chose.
Yeah. The number
How
two
did he
striker
know it
in
was
the
going to go
world,
to?
by the way.
Yeah, like how does he know it's going to go to that side in the first place? Like, why did he choose? Like, I don't get it.
You know, Isagi gets a
Yeah, that's
taste
what
of
I'm
Metavision.
saying.
Nigga starts fucking teleporting and shit. I don't understand. I really don't. He had the fucking... Then you also have the block that he had when Nagi and Rayo linked up. Like, don't get me wrong.
That one makes sense to me.
No, it makes sense.
That would-
It makes sense, right? But at the same time,
mean,
like,
you know,
how
yeah,
many
block.
times is this guy gonna have insane defensive feats? Because everyone thought that Rayo shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone did.
Then we have the fucking, obviously, him blocking Chris Prince.
Yeah. The Manshine City game, honestly, that
Oh my god.
game pisses me off so much because they were playing actually so well in that game, and then there were multiple points where like just some bullshit happens. Like also Hiyori blocking Rayo's shot, that pissed me off so bad.
Wasn't Isagi like drooling in that game at one point? I could have swore he was when he was using Metavision. He was like he was like extremely tired. I'm pretty sure he was like sweating
Yeah.
and drooling
Well,
at the
that's
same.
that's the game where he like passes out at the end. He like blacks out
Mhm.
because he was working overtime. He
Yeah.
overheated.
He went a little too hard.
But yeah, just because Manshine City lost that game, everybody slanders them. But I'm like, they played so insane.
Yeah, that was their best performance. And high key, I think they would have had a good game against Ubers. They might have still lost, but like it would have been way fucking closer if they was moving like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Rin effect. That's what happens when you play against Rin.
They also would definitely
just-
would have beat Batra if they were playing like that. Holy shit.
I don't know. I think Bachira has some sort of binding vow where he just can't lose against characters with white hair. Like I think every
Sacrificed
character
all of his friends.
Yeah, I don't think he first Kira and now Nagi. I think if there's another character that has white hair, maybe Camus has white hair once we see it like drawn. And he like somehow beats Camus. Yeah, I'm just gonna like if you have white if you have white hair you lose to Bachira.
He beats
That might be-
Gojo? I'm here for that. That's a conversation.
I'll genuinely argue that. I'll argue that. Genuinely.
New agenda. Butcher solos every white hair character. Actually though, like I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do with side B. Like besides Nagi, obviously. And then one spot's reserved for Sai, but like even if Kira makes it, I'm like then what?
If I see
Need him to-
Tokumitsu, I'm gonna rip my face off.
Please lose again. I need Kira to lose again. That'd be so funny.
I actually think it would be so funny if he gets eliminated again.
He might. I'm not gonna lie,
I mean-
I think the fucking Roger guy is a spy.
Ooh, from the
Is that the
isn't he from,
Danish
like-
guy?
Netherlands or whatever.
Yeah, like he's already from a league. He got invited by Burt Suter, while it seems like the other people joined. And I think he's there to basically rage bait Nagi, so Nagi actually performs. Cause like,
That makes-
think about it, right?
that'd
He
be-
met up with Kira. Off rip, starts rage baiting. Oh, it's the former Jewel of Japan, right? What are you doing here? Oh, you must care so much about Blue Lock. And then he sees Nagi, and I'm pretty sure he starts fucking rage baiting him too.
Does he rate?
Yeah, I just don't see Kira fitting into the current Blue Lock team at all. So I'm wondering if he's like if Nagi does end up eliminating him, would that be just like another full circle foil moment where he parallels Isagi?
Is this gonna happen with every character Batra defeats? Like every white-haired character Batra beats, they're just gonna come back magically somehow.
Yes, that makes sense to me. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So is it? Does he start?
I also checked to when Sendao fucking said that thing about Hiyori. Hiyori made 2 passes. Hiyori literally just got onto the field, made 2 passes. Sendo was like, wow, he's like Sai. You mean a midfielder?
Oh my
Good job,
gosh.
I
buddy.
mean, they play the same position.
They're like,
Yeah.
oh my god, he kicks the ball far too to a striker. That's what that guy does.
That's what he does. We now know the requirements to be similar to Saitoshi in Sendo's eyes. Kick very far, straight to a striker.
Pass the ball.
That's
Oh my god,
arguing.
he's just like Sai.
I was arguing with somebody about this recently too. I think Sai is a lot better than people give him credit for. Like, he's a lot better than what we've seen so far from him.
Yes.
Yeah, I've
And I
seen
think
people
that's-
wholeheartedly argue his U20 performance was like him trying like 60%. Are we being
Yes.
fucking serious?
He
That was like
not
20
fucking
max.
trying.
Yeah,
He
there's
wasn't even there to play seriously to begin with. He was just there to test Blue Lock and
He
see
was there to spectate.
their level. Yeah.
yeah. They see him
And
like
him-
activate his what were we saying, Nova?
I was just gonna say, like, him, Shido, and Aiku were practically carrying the entire team. Like, it was like a 3v11
Mhm.
with Sai at like 5% of his ability until the last like 30 seconds of the game. And even
He
then,
goes
I
up
don't
to
think
6%.
full
Oh my
strength.
god!
But people genuinely are like putting him on fraud watch. I'm like, there's a reason why Kanashiro is not letting him play until the Spain game.
Yeah, the fact that
Yeah.
he said they should have scored 8 goals against Nigeria, double what they got.
They would have scored 8 if he was playing.
Oh,
And I
facts.
genuinely
Yeah,
that
absolutely. Everyone's like, oh, he's like abroad, like Sofatoshi, whatever. And I'm like, okay, narratively, they're keeping him from playing for a reason. Otherwise, that shit would be too easy.
I'm not gonna lie, I love the Sofatoshi jokes. It's so funny.
It's really funny.
It's so funny. I
Sai is
actually
my
love it.
second favorite character. I love him so much. I still laugh every time I see a Sofatoshi joke.
I need more autistic Sai moments, please.
I need more autistic Rin moments. That nigga is
Yes,
funny
both
as
of them.
fuck. Oh my god, he's so fucking funny. I grew a centimeter too, you know. I'm sure you did, bro. I'm sure you did.
I love Rin so much. I don't know how people can dislike him. He is so funny to me.
He's so
Yes,
autistic.
it's funny when
You
this
ever
the
played football with your life
He's
on
like-
the
your
line?
life.
He is like top 2 funniest characters in all of Blue Lock, and it's completely unintentional.
He's actually just a tweaker as well. Forget football, let's just kill each other. Have
Oh,
you
yeah.
ever... He says something else where it's like, have you ever lived knowing you'd absolutely kill someone? Nigga, what are you talking about?
I love Rin.
Bro.
He could never do like anything wrong in my eyes. Like whatever he says, I'm just like, hell yeah.
Hell
Good
yeah.
for you, bro. Good for you.
W
You
my
kill
goat.
him.
That one audio where it's like, I like apples and bananas. Good for you, bro.
Me too, bro. Me
Yeah, me too,
Dude.
bro. Me too.
too. Yes, but I need more moments like because I feel like Sai, even though he doesn't show it, I feel like once he does get to the Blue Lock roster and he's surrounded by all these like extreme personalities, I think he's just gonna get like extremely shy. Like he's just not gonna talk to people because like I couldn't imagine being on Real Madrid where like you have some I'm sure you have some outside of Luna who says like yeah ego's like twisting your fucking heart, like okay let's calm down, but imagine he now has to like spend or like be in a space with both Bachira and Shido at the same time.
I was
think
literally
he
just
kind
about to say, he's got to sit in a changing room with Bachira, Zantetsu, Shido. Who else have we got that's kind of a tweaker? Well, I was gonna
Baro.
say, but yeah, Baro.
if because it's like Shido and Bachira, they go around making a mess, and Zantetsu tries to like calm them down, but he just actively makes a bigger mess, and now Baro's yelling because everything's messy. I think Sai would just shut down.
Well, you're also forgetting when Sai comes back, presumably Nagi will also be back. So then you have whatever Nagi and Reo have going on happening at the same time.
Oh god. Yeah, I think he
It's
just
gonna be a
mentally shut down.
mess.
If we're also adding on to this, then you've got fucking Chigiri and Kunigami who still haven't resolved their shit either.
Oh my god. I think Kanashiro forgot about that, to be honest.
Dude, I love that ship though. I can't lie. They're actually such a married couple, like an old married couple.
No, like there's so much potential there, but I deadass don't know where it's gonna go from here because I think Kanashiro doesn't know what to do with Kunigami anymore.
Yeah, please, bro, bring back old Kunigami. I'm so fucking tired of this one.
He's gonna pop off for the England game, so it's good. But then there's also like, oh, Sai will actually see like Rin and Isagi going at it up close for the first time. I wonder what he'd think about that.
I feel like he'd be happy about it. I mean, not happy, but as happy as Saitoshi can be.
That's not very. Yeah, it's not very happy anymore.
I don't think he feels many things. I mean, I think he does, but he doesn't show it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, because what was
But
it? I think.
I do think he still believes in Rin. Like, people like to say that he doesn't care about him because he did say some very harsh things, to be fair, but
Mhm.
he came back from Spain ready to be like, yeah, you can be the best in the world.
Mhm.
And then Rin was like, you're a flop. And then Sai was like, okay, fuck you. And then they kind of had a falling out. And then, but I think, like, deep down, I think that's part of the reason Sai probably wanted to test Blue Lock's skills in the U20 game as well.
Mm-hmm. Because what was it?
See how Rin
I
was
think you said this, Marble Frog. Like Sai doesn't think that Rin hates him or something like that.
From Sai's perspective, he's chilling. He's like, yeah, no, I just, I did this to inspire you, and so you could become the best striker in the world. Like, you're welcome.
Well, that's pretty much confirmed. I mean, Kaneshiro said that Sai doesn't know that they're fighting, and also in Rin's like the episode Omote Sando or whatever, that was like centered around Rin. Sai was still sending Rin tickets to his games to come see him play.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Dude, autism x autism. That problem's never gonna get fucking resolved. Oh my god.
Oh please, I need a resolution though. I need them to make up. Like
I think Rin sells it. I think Rin sells it. I think Sai would be happy making up because like even if like he doesn't think they're like fighting with each other, he'd be like, okay, that's fine. We can just make up just to like get it over with, even though he doesn't understand it. I just think Rin will say no. I don't think Rin's gonna accept it.
Rin will say no, but he'll want to. This is what I mean. It's just gonna be like
Yeah.
miscommunication. Oh, it's gonna be fucking Nagi and Reo again.
Oh god.
Stop.
But
Nobody's
siblings.
miscommunication is that bad. That's like astronomical levels I've never seen before.
I mean, low key, if Sai was sending tickets after what he said to Rin, we're already pretty fucking close.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely do misunderstand each other.
But I think that also goes into what we were talking about before, like him reacting to Rin and Isagi. I think he's gonna be really content with it. He's like, this is what I wanted you to find. When I left for Spain or whatever, this is what I wanted you to do. It took you a while, but I'm glad you got there. And I'm also sorry that I had to fuck you up for you to get there. But hey, it works now, right?
I mean, the whole thing was, right, that Rin was relying on him too much. Because when Sai left, Rin was like, oh, I'll just find your replacement. Sai's like, there is no replacement for me.
Nigga, I am the best. Like, you don't get better than this.
It's all Sai stocks and why he's going to be the best midfielder at the end of the series. Which, for some reason, a lot of people, when I made that video, a lot of people, like, didn't like that I was using, or, like, the argument that I made. Like, there were a lot of people who are like, oh, yeah, this makes complete and total sense. And some people were just like, dude, it's not that deep. You're reaching. You're doing all this stuff. I'm like, I don't know how people, maybe I was, like, just really bad at explaining it.
I mean, it makes sense to me because, like, who's his competition? Hioret?
Hey, Reo.
I don't know.
True, actually, true.
I think Sai is going to be better than, because, like, I think the top three at the end of the series, well, now that we have Yugo, oh gosh, is Reo really going to, well, Reo might surpass Yugo.
Reo, but yeah, Reo's going to surpass Yugo.
Because it's going to be like, you'll have Sai, Charles, Yugo, Reo. Hiyori's not getting up there, because I think there's still one more new Gen 11 midfielder we haven't met yet, a center defensive mid, and I think he'll probably be up there by the end of the series as well.
I mean, you could have, like, Sai and Reo be the best midfielders, but, like, the different versions. You have, like, Reo be the best midfielder, but you have to draw out his potential because he's got the copy ability. So it's like, if you can use him effectively, you do fucking great, right? And then Sai would be the other one where it's like, that's a midfielder that then brings out the best of the striker. Now, that makes sense, because then you kind of got two angles. Like, if you're a striker working with Reo, it's the striker's job to bring out the best of Reo. Because he can copy anything. You can pass the ball fucking anywhere and can do anything. But if it's Sai as a midfielder, I'm eating sweets, by the way, that's why my mouth's full. But if you have Sai, it's Sai bringing out the potential of the striker instead. I mean,
as of right now, Sai is definitely better. I think Reo's biggest problem, and I've said this before, is that his copying ability makes him almost too compatible with people to the point where it's not challenging enough for them to like get into. Yeah, but like if you think about it, like to get into like the flow state, you need like a suitable challenge. And if you have somebody who can just like copy anything and like make you feel super like complacent, it's not ideal. He has to be more challenging with his passes, ultimately.
Yeah.
But I think that's Rayo's biggest problem as of right now. But I think if he overcomes that, also he doesn't play at his peak unless he's playing with Nagi, which is a separate issue.
His treasure.
Yeah.
His one and only.
He said himself, "I only have eyes for Nagi," which. Like,
and people say there's no fate in
it's
that basket, bro.
It's kind of a problem.
For real. How are we feeling about Are we all good to move to Ichi the Witch, or are we sticking with Blue Lock for a little bit more? You know, I'm down for whatever.
Nova on though. She hasn't read.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You would love this series. You would love this series.
Yeah, I haven't heard
Genuinely.
anything about it, and you told me not to look it up, so I didn't look up anything. I still don't know
good.
a thing.
What I do have a question. Nova, do you know Welcome to Demon School, Aruma?
I've heard of it. I've never watched it or seen it.
Okay, it's because it's by the same author. Because some people don't know it. Some people do. I was like, because like I've seen people who know Aruma and they don't realize that Ichi's by the same author, and they'll be like, "Oh my gosh, I love Aruma, and I need to read this right now." I don't know if you're like one of those, and you just like you already knew her other works, but yes, you need to read Ichi the Witch. It is so good. And I have did you have any topics you want to talk about specifically, Marble Frog, or did you just want to like kind of just introduce Nova to like get her like a basic summary of the series so far?
Just like a basic summary of like I guess I have some things to yap about, but it's not like any key points or anything like that. It's kind of just alright, this series is about this and this is why it's peak.
Okay, that's fair. I guess I can give a quick rundown before you go explaining why you believe the series is peak. But essentially, the entire world is centered around witches, and witches hunt magics, which have magical powers. And the more a magic hates humanity, the harder they are to capture, but they're also more powerful. So the thing about witches in this world is that they're only women. Only women have an aptitude for magic and can actually like learn and capture the magics and use their abilities and all that stuff. However, Ichi, the main character, through a specific stipulation, is able to capture a magic and is the only male in the entire series that can use magic. And so now he is like on this he's a part of this prophecy to like save the world and do all this other stuff, and he has to like go through and learn all the basics of being a witch and capturing magics and all this stuff. It's very, very simple to follow and like a pretty straightforward series. I don't want to spoil too much and like getting into the story because I do want you to read it, but that's essentially the rundown. First male witch, only females can use magic, but he can use magic, and now he has to become accustomed to being a witch because he's a pretty much he is an orphan. He was like found in the woods, and he just lives in the woods all day long until he really acquires the magic. But that's essentially the rundown of the story, and how it's going.
So, I guess the reason why I'm calling it peak then, I guess I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of off the first chapter because when we first get introduced to this, it's not like some white savior thing where we get this male character in this female-dominated world. It's like, oh yeah, he's the best because he's a man. It's more so like this guy just has an appreciation for the world, for life, for fucking. Oh wait, one sec, my cat's going. Can't go in there, dumbass. It doesn't work. But the reason why I'm calling it peak is because off rip, basically Ichi was giving very much of a Shido mentality of just like appreciating the things for what they are, because obviously, I guess kind of spoilers in his backstory. I guess I'll just talk about his backstory and leave it as that. But in his backstory, he's basically left in the forest with nothing but a knife, and that's it. He had some food, and then as the food runs out, he's just like, oh shit, what do I do now? He then eventually goes around, figures out how to... No, before he figures out how to forage, he's on like the brink of death, and he's like, oh shit, I guess this is it, right? And then he looks over at the knife, and he's like, oh, this wasn't to like help me or anything. This was so I could fucking top myself when the food runs out. But then, as a wolf comes to attack him, he desperately clings to life, and then he starts fighting it, and then he falls in love with like kind of that thrill of fighting with your life on the line. Which sounds like Grim now. But he's got this thing that's like death for death, and it's basically unless something shows hostility towards him or like another human, he won't fight it regardless of what it does, right? But as soon as it shows like a hint of bloodlust, a hint of like malice, he's instantly like, all right, let's run this fade.
The wild child.
A wild child.
Is
That's
this,
my goal.
Is this ongoing?
Yeah,
Yes.
We're only like 66 chapters in.
Yeah, next chapter is chapter 67.
Say it, don't say it.
It's the chapter.
Dude, you know the worst part about 6-7? My local bus number is...
Oh no.
Yeah, it's that one.
Oh.
That bus comes through every 15 minutes. I live in hell.
That meme has actually ruined my life.
I started off hating it,
I
right?
can't see those numbers now in a normal way.
Because
It's the
Nova,
fact that
I
people
think
activate like a sleep.
it is like that's how I am with like this is gonna be a little bit of a sidetrack, but whenever someone says the two words One Piece back to back, it like triggers something.
Yeah. The One Piece is real.
The One Piece!
Yeah. But Nova, I think you would love Descarus when you start reading the story. I think you'd love Descarus. She's one of my favorite characters.
She might actually already be one of my favorite characters in fiction. I think she's fucking hilarious.
She is hilarious. Like, unironically, she is so funny. Like, even when she doesn't try. I think she's more funny when she's not trying to be funny. Like, when Nishi tries to, like, write her when doing something, or, like, write her doing something funny or, like, acting funny, I don't find it funny. But when she's trying to act serious or, like, doesn't understand... Because I do think, like, Descarus is a little autistic as well.
Oh,
So... No, she's definitely like she has a little bit of tism, right?
My goat's on the spectrum.
And so when she doesn't, or like when she's trying to like be serious or like write Descarus when she's either being serious or just like normal day to day, like how she acts just like an average day, I find that so funny, some of the stuff that she does. She's unironically hilarious.
But I got a screenshot one second. This one, I was reading this in the bath while I was washing my head. This one fucking creased me, man. Because I forgot this happened. I put it in general chat? I'll put it in general chat. They have a successful hunt. Like, yay, we did it! Alright, time to report back.
Yes, and she just like whoopsies, whoopsie daisy, like bro. He's actually hilarious. Cause like it makes also when she like self glazes herself because like on the outside when she's not talking about like her trauma or whatever, it makes sense why she's that much in love with herself. Cause she has a whole autobiography about herself. And she's only like what? In her like mid-20s. But she has like a whole storyline about her and like her adventures and all this stuff.
Dude,
So like it makes sense.
In like chapter 2, and she was like the most beautiful, elegant, graceful Descarus then came to the rescue.
Yes, I love her little the Desker. I wish I wish they did more of those because I think the last one they did was the Bakugami. Like the very beginning of the Bakugami arc, I think was the last time they did like the Descarus recap. We haven't gotten one in a while. Yeah, but I also think Toga Ice has a little tism as well.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
definitely,
1000%.
she's definitely got it. Because I'm pretty sure Monogold goes around and she says like her witches are a little special, just
Yeah,
like straight up.
high-key, now that I think about it, all of them might have a little tism.
Oh, once we meet like the other like the other mystery witches, yeah, they'll all have like little ticks about them, 100%. But Nova, you got to get on this.
The other one is the fact that she just starts beefing with Orochi. Like, 5 seconds ago. I guess like 3 days ago, because it's different in universe time. But like 5 seconds ago, she was like fighting for her life. Now she's just beefing with this little shadow guy, like it's nothing. No questions asked, no like, oh my god, you defeated that thing? Just, I know what you're trying to do, it's not gonna work.
Mm-hmm. Because then what was it when they go on like their first adventure or whatever, and like Ichi and Komugi are talking, and like Descarus is watching in the background. Uroro like creeps up on her, and she's just like, "What? You feeling left out? Maybe you should go join them or whatever." And then Descarus tries to like ignore her or ignore him, and he's like, whatever. There's nothing more awkward than a boss trying to intrude on the young new gossip session. Like completely rage baits her. Just like rage baits her to the point she's like because she jumps at them and she hits Ichi first, but then like purposely grabs Komugi and just starts wrestling with her next. Like he just successfully rage baited her.
Back-to-back rage bait. Yeah, even fucking Descarus and Ichi's like dynamic. I was kinda nervous going up to. Oh wait, I'm not gonna talk about that specific thing. Spoilers, but leading up to, I think you know what I'm gonna talk about, Luke. But leading up to that ritual that they do, I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be like, I'm a really strong guy, and then she's gonna fall in love with him, and it's gonna be the most boring fucking isekai shit ever. And then that happened, and then we got the backstory recently, and I was like, holy cinema.
Like, yes, I got so well. See, the thing was when Descarus has that talk with Toga Ice at the bar, and they're talking about like the specific stuff with Ichi, I was like, okay, I was worried at first, but since they had that conversation, even with like the whole ritual they do, I wasn't worried about it at the time. I didn't think like, oh, Descarus is gonna fall for Ichi and like this, that, and the third. But like if Descarus doesn't have that conversation with Toga Ice, I was gonna get a little scared. I was like, no, please don't do this. Like, don't have it be that.
Please.
But now that we got the backstory and there's more weight to that conversation, holy
Actually, dude, that backstory is holy
insane.
fuck. Holy fuck.
Yeah, that's rough. That's a rough way to go. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, because then when we see bro come back and we get like a close up of what he looks like after being like walked, oh my god.
Yeah, bro. I do not blame Descarus for acting the way she does sometimes, because I feel like it's definitely like a trauma response.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
The way she acts sometimes, definitely a trauma response.
I also think the fact that she's around Ichi now brings it out even more. What else is there that's like not spoilers? It's kind of hard to talk about because we're still like in the early phases of it. Like we've got some things that are like starting to get into deeper aspects. Because was it you that was talking about one of the characters being like Buddha?
Yeah, like the main bad guy or whatever, which I don't want to spoil. Because like I also want to talk about the whole like how each of like the bad or like the main bad magics that we learn about are like there's like misogynistic undertones for each villain they fight or whatever. Because like that's really interesting, and I plan on making a series about that, going over like each each magic they faced so far within the series, and like what theme they're supposed to represent under that umbrella of misogyny. And I'll probably start it today or tomorrow. I'll release the first video. But dude, I don't want to spoil for Novocaine. I wish I could talk more.
Yeah, The thing is, this manga is like woke as hell too. First time I was reading it, I was like, oh, it's kind of woke because it's like only women can get powers, and it's like, you know, I fuck with that. And then the more that I was reading it, I was like, okay, this shit kind of peak. And then I recently went back because I think we said on the last one that we was gonna like yap about fucking Ichi the Witch. So like to get prepared for it, I went back and I was like, wait, there's so many fucking things I missed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really good. Definitely recommend.
We're still sub 100 at the moment.
I think this series can go for like 300, 400 chapters.
Oh, easy. Easy.
Just does she want to go that far because she's still writing Aruma, and Aruma's like 400 chapters already. So I don't know how she's gonna balance both these series at the same time. We'll see though. We'll see.
Because I'm very much if I like something, I like something. I don't really care about like who it came from or like if it's an artist that I previously liked. Mine's mostly like, oh, I fuck with that. That's cool. So maybe I should dive more into that. Because that's actually how I fucking discovered Chainsaw Man. I think it was Fire Punch. I saw a load of shit on Fire Punch and I was like, oh, this shit's interesting.
Oh yeah.
And then I saw it was like Chainsaw Man. I was like, ooh, Chainsaw Man. My life has never been the same since.
I finally watched it.
Okay, thoughts. Wait, Luke, Chainsaw Man, you caught up?
Not caught up. I it's been so long because I read so when I was first reading Chainsaw Man, I stopped when they got stuck in the aquarium.
Okay, fact.
Like that arc, if you remember that. Once they got stuck in the aquarium, I just stopped reading it. So I remember all the big stuff that happens, but like if you want to try to talk to me about like character writing and like plot points and stuff, yeah, I'm not gonna remember any of that.
No, that's...
I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I haven't read it either. I've only seen the show and up to the movie.
So just to the Reze arc. All right, we'll talk about the Reze arc. We can do that.
Yeah, I did watch the movie.
Whoever made that song, I need sliming immediately. Whoever composed that shit, I fucking hate you.
What, Iris Out?
What is it?
Which
Pool
song?
song. In the pool.
Oh.
Whoever composed that, I need you gone. You cannot make more music.
That's some real yearner shit.
But did you see the fucking...
I still find it. What were you gonna say? Oh, I was just gonna say I still find it hilarious that like Fujimoto, after watching the movie, he was like, why didn't Reze and Benji meet up? Why
would the author do this?
Nigga, you're the author.
It's literally like the Eric Andre meme where he like shoots the guy and he's like, who could have done this?
Dude, I don't know, because I don't know if that's real or not. I assume it is, maybe.
I'm not gonna lie, if I know my goat, that is 1000% real.
Like, oh my gosh, I just find that so funny where he's like, why didn't the two of them meet up? He's like, you're the one that wrote it this way.
I'm not gonna lie, this then... Okay, I'm not gonna finish that thought actually, because I don't want to spoil anything. This is stocks for something in the future, that's all I'm gonna say. But...
Stocks? We need stocks.
Yeah, oh dude. If you're reading Chainsaw Man, don't invest stocks into fucking anything. That's what I learned from reading
Oh yeah, I
don't
learned that
invest stocks into anything.
Well,
I learned that the hard way. My I want to say outside of Denji, my top 5 favorite characters in the series, they all died before part 2. I was like, what the fuck? That's literally all of my, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna invest in this character, in this character, in this character, in this one, in this one. And then I was like, oh, dang, okay, that one died. That's fine. I still have 4 more. And that one died. And then that one died. And by the time you get to like the final arc of part 1, I had 1 character left. And I was like, and then they I'm pretty sure they died in like the first 10 chapters of that arc. And I was like, all right, there's no point. There's no point.
Dude,
I might as well just give up.
But with part 2, right, I was like trying to be a mastermind. I sat down hypothetically at the gamble table. I looked at the slots. I placed my chips down very methodically. I then look at the fucking board and it's hit none of them. And I'm like, wow. Literally every single thought I had leading into part 2 was just completely destroyed.
I have been
That's
seeing
what,
the leaks though. What the heck is going on? Or not the leaks, like the most recent chapter. Where in the world did this new devil come from? And he's just kicking ass. Like completely unheard of.
I
Comes out of left
like
field. Yeah, he's like strongest devil in the series right now.
Mm-hmm.
Or he's up
you
there.
see, like random panels out of context, and I'm just like, what the fuck is Chainsaw Man even about? Like,
The one where it's like Denji and Asai and they're like 3 feet tall. It's their head and their legs.
I still think my
I
favorite
just
scene. Oh, what were you gonna say,
go
Nova?
ahead. No, you can go.
Okay. I was just gonna say real quick. My favorite scene from Chainsaw Man, it's still when they meet the I shouldn't say who they meet. I won't spoil who they meet, but they meet the special that's that one devil, and there's the picture with the astronauts.
Dude,
Bro,
that
that
panel
panel
is
so sick.
crazy.
I'm not gonna spoil who they meet, but the panel with the astronauts, oh my gosh. That panel's so good. That's all I was gonna say.
I was just gonna say the great thing about Blue Lock is like the worst thing that can happen is your goat falls off. Like,
And even
at least
then,
they're not
it's
fucking
not
dying.
that bad because most of the time when they
Yeah.
like quote unquote fall off, they just haven't been seen in the story for a while. The fan base is saying that they fell off.
Yeah. Well, actually, I disagree because I do still think Rayo's gonna die in the U20 World Cup. I still have that on my
Okay.
bingo card. He's gonna die. Like, I want to say out of all like the probably the most unrealistic thing on my bingo card for the U20 World Cup is Baro being second at the like he's the second best player in Japan, not including Sai. That's probably the most unrealistic thing I have on my bingo card.
I
Unironic.
want to see fucking Baro and Shido actually be like considered comparable strikers to like Rin and Isugi by the end of this. Like I'm glad, you know, Isugi was able to become like #1, but can we get some stocks increase for the other strikers too, please? Like, can we just have like oh, they've got 4 really good strikers with all different playstyles, so we can't actually compare them. Like, I would much prefer that to like Rin and Isugi are objectively the best, and sometimes Baro and Cheeto are there.
Going back to the conversation from like an hour ago, but like the Rayo Shido combo, they literally scored a goal against the World 5.
And we still
And
didn't
we
see
never
it!
even
Are you
saw it.
kidding me?
Yes, bro. How do they not show that?
Never
Oh my,
seen it.
bro.
But I'm like, they have like
Hello, you're through to
they
Merriweather
have the
Secure-
history,
Goodbye
okay?
then.
They have the proof that they can do it, but just Kanashiro's like, nah.
No, Kanashiro, deadass has to hate Cheeto. There's no way.
Yeah,
There
I
is
think
no way you skip what, like, high key, one of the most important goals to see in the story.
I'll get there as soon as I can.
Like, just to like kind of set the narrative of how good a player is one of the most important. Because somehow he was second at the end of the second selection. And we just skip over it? Just a little whoopsie daisies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Episode
think that-
Nagi ended too soon, in my opinion.
It did.
High key.
I think Kanashiro genuinely hates Shido and Baro. I think he like actually hates them
Yeah.
because there's this. Okay.
I don't think he hates them. I think he just doesn't know what to do with them anymore. Like,
Can we please just stop, like, upscaling him off screen, please? I just want to see him touch the ball at this point. Like, it's been months.
but he's also just so entertaining. Like,
Right!
he's so
Like,
fun to
when
watch
I say
when he
Cheeto
plays.
is so fucking entertaining to watch, I know it sounds like Glaze, but it is! Like, nobody does it like that! The fact that this motherfucker scored a goal and was like, oh, I'm about to bust, that's funny as fuck. Like, focus!
Yeah.
But the fact that he instantly
do
had
wonder-
Sai acting like a freak.
Mm-hmm. See,
Yeah,
I
that was
was
crazy. People saying that that's not reciprocal. I'm like, have you seen?
Let me
Sai?
shower
Like,
first! Keep in your pants
Yeah.
for that! There's children
like
watching
I was
this!
gonna say, what do you think Shido sends? Because he definitely got Sai's number. There's no way Sai didn't give it to him. He 100% gave it to him.
Facts.
What do you think like Shido sends to Sai?
I think It's sneak pictures of Rin. It's like Rin, he takes pictures of Rin like while Rin's doing something, and Rin doesn't know. And like he just fucking loves to send them to him. It's like if Rin's eating, he'll take like a horrible fucking picture from a side angle, and then he'll be like, "Oh, that's so funny. Let me send that to side."
So, do you think that
texting him on the bench right now.
You seeing this shit, Twin?
It's like if I was playing right now, we'd be up.
Exactly. I think Shido, because like we know that within the Blue Lock universe, like the fans will like glaze the characters because like we see like the social media and stuff. I feel like whenever Sai plays a game, if he has a good game, Shido will send him like fan edits, like people who like edit his gameplay, and he'll be like, "Yo, dude, look at this! Like this is you," and he'll just send him a video of someone who like edited what he did in the soccer game. I think he'd probably do something like that.
True. That has to. I know for a fact as well. Rin bookmarks all the fucking like edits he has of him. He doesn't show anyone, but he has like a secret folder where it's like all the edits that people have made of his playstyles. He's like, yeah, I'm so fucking cool.
One of my favorite like headcanons is like that chapter when Baratza comes into their training and tells them about side B and everything, and everyone's like, oh, like Shido didn't react to like the info that Sai's gonna be joining them later. And one of my favorite headcanons is he just already knew because Sai told him.
Yeah.
That actually does make sense. I feel like Sai would do that. Yeah, couldn't hold the surprise.
He'd be like, yeah, they asked me to play, but I'm not coming until the Spain match, so you better not lose.
Yeah.
Or it's
when
like,
are you coming back, Pokey? When you make it to Spain. Okay.
Yeah. Or it's like Sai doesn't understand the concept of like surprises. Like he was always terrible at like keeping secrets. Like if someone told him, "Hey, we're gonna throw a birthday party for you," Sai would just be like, "Hey, they're throwing a birthday party for you at this time. Like make sure you make."
Yeah, they'd be like, "You have to find a way to get them there," and Sai would just tell them like straight up.
Yeah, he walks up and he's like, "What are you doing tomorrow?" Nothing. It's my birthday." "Oh, great. We've got a party for you. You just need to like. Here's the address."
What are some other headcanons? I'm trying to think because we had a couple last week.
I
couple
always have
headcanons last
ones when I'm not actually thinking about it.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite because I'm always on fucking TikTok, right? And I'll see somebody start to yap about something, and I'm like, "Oh, I've got this perfect headcanon about these people." And then when I get asked the question, I'm like, "I don't know, man. It's like my birthday, man. If you ask me when my birthday is, I don't know. I just spawned. I just exist here."
Yeah, I'm literally like, "Oh, that's such like a good idea. Like that's such a crazy thought," and then I just forget about it.
I feel like a fucking dementia patient sometimes.
I'm listening, Daddy.
I might have one for Corona, but this is kind of like, is maybe the reason like he says things twice is because like when he was younger, he would talk like really quietly, and so people always had to like ask him again to like repeat himself. So he just naturally started repeating himself, but like he didn't change his voice at all. He just says it twice now. But that's like me just like, going off nothing. It's going off nothing.
I love that he does that, to be honest. I think it's so cute.
Yes, that is facts.
I also
Corona,
love the fact that
cutest
everybody
characters.
just calls Chigiri Princess. Like, they always refer to Chigiri just as Princess or something like that. That shit's so cute.
Dude, that's why like Kunigiri, the princess and the hero. I'm like, you set up this whole narrative.
Cog, bro, Cog!
Like he set up this whole like narrative like around them, and then we just have not seen it in years at this point.
Yep, just puts it down. He starts like one of the most fucking interesting dynamics of like they can work together perfectly fine. Like they don't have any problems like when it comes to like dependency and stuff like that. It's just one got eliminated, one didn't. They continue, and then we just don't get any fucking continuation. Why? Why? We got one conversation in the NEL, I'm pretty sure, and that was it. And then at the end of the NEL, there was that one fucking talk where it was like, oh, at least wave to them.
Yeah, and then Kunigami told him to shut up, and I was like, okay, bro, why are you fumbling?
That's your wife. Like, come on.
I'm tired of
Kunigami
people
is abusive
fumbling.
husband.
Like when they have like they pretty much have somebody locked in, they still fumble.
Don't get me started on this, because, like, Kaiser and Ness, if that was Femlock Ness, you don't understand how locked in I would be.
Okay, but the thing about Kaiser and Ness is, like, Kaiser has actively tried to fumble Ness, and Ness is not having it. Ness is like, no, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
It should have been me. That's not fair.
It's all about the slow burn. It's all about the slow burn.
I guess, but like, give me something. My favorite character, Shido. You don't get slower burn than that.
And I do wonder how many will like actually succeed by the end of the series. Like, do we really think that Nagi and Reo, like, end of series, are going to make up? And like, because like, with what we see is that like Loki needs Charles to become the world's best. So I think that to me, that's like, okay, the world's best striker needs a midfielder, or like a special midfielder. And I guess you could say like, oh, Ness would be Kaiser's midfielder, and Reo could be Nagi's midfielder. But like, how many of those striker midfielder pairings do you think actually last until the end of the series?
The only one
they,
I
like,
have
either...
faith in is Nagi and Reo, to be honest.
Because I think
maybe
yeah,
Kaiser and Ness.
Kaiser and Ness
I
could
would
last.
like for Kaiser and Ness too. The only thing is that Kaiser does have that offer from Real, so they might be separated.
Oh, true. But
It's gonna make
But
it
like realistically, they could last, especially with their recent change in dynamic. Kaiser seems to be doing a lot better now.
when you
If
think
Kaiser
about it, right?
does leave,
Wait, Luke, you go.
does
first.
that open Isagi Ness then? If Kaiser does leave?
Oh yeah, because he's got a bit of from Bastard Muncher.
Yeah, it's a possibility. And then we would have Kaiser and Sai on Real.
And Rin, oh god. I can't.
And
That
Rin,
team.
but I don't know if Rin would accept their offer if he was being on the same team as Sai.
Oh,
Probably
please don't snatch PXG from Shido. This is the only thing I have now.
I mean,
But
I would
it's
love for
okay,
them
because
to
they like
be
each
on
other.
the same team.
But like,
Well,
I feel like
only if that motherfucker passes, though.
yeah, because I was gonna say I feel like Shido would like PXG more with Rin and Charles on the team. Because like Shido, I do think, because I agree with what you said, I do think like Shido actually like loves Rin for the fact that he's a competitor or whatever, and he's like always testing him. I think Shido just likes anyone who's willing to give him some sort of competition.
I also think it's
Yeah,
like
I
the
think
flavor
Shido-
of Tism that Rin has.
He likes that Itoshi brother Riz.
Yeah, he likes the Tism of that bloodline. There has to be something in that bloodline. There's no way you go 2 for 2.
And also the fact that like Rin's just willing to throw hands with Shido. I know Shido's been itching, like he itches to fight people. Like I think he likes fighting people more than he does playing soccer. Like to a certain extent.
Oh, dude, that's my headcanon. The headcanon about, like, Rin and Shido being best friends end of series. There is no way that like, doesn't happen, because it actually makes so much sense. Rin wants a friend where he can be a tweaker, where he can beat the shit out of them, and they can beat the shit out of him. Is that not perfect? Put Shido right there? I mean, he's already fucking your brother. You might as well just, accept the company.
I saw Shido beating people up as him being like bored. Because nobody at Blue Lock was like keeping up with him, so he was just like I don't know, he was just like stressed out because he couldn't explode playing soccer, so he was like, guess I gotta beat some people up.
Guess I gotta crack Igaguri's skull really quick.
Yeah.
It's also crazy that he 1v2 Nagi and not Nagi, fucking Shinigami and Reo. Like, Igaguri was non-existent in that game. And
Igaguri
they
has a-
lost! Bro,
Yikes.
what?
Yeah. Well, Reo was kind of in like the worst mental state he's ever been
Yeah.
in his.
I mean, I think even with like a healthy Reo, they probably still
But he
lose
still
because
plays
Shido's just
better
so far ahead.
No shade to Kunigami. But how did Reo still play better than him at that time? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably what went into Shido picking Reo. It's like, you both played bad, but he played bad and was mentally nerved, so he's objectively better than you who just played bad. Kunigami went.
I mean, he recognized Reo's ability before Reo even did.
Right.
Yeah. Shido talented learner?
Dude.
Shido talent.
I've thought about it. There's some stocks there.
No, I don't think so.
I feel like that would
No,
just go
it's
into
never
the
gonna actually exist, but like the fucking part of his mentality is like there's like half a stock there.
I think he's good at seeing other people's potential.
Yeah, to be honest, that's probably
I mean,
it.
that's pretty much confirmed. He said the same thing to Isagi during the third selection tryouts. He was like, "You have a lot of potential. I look forward to seeing your explosion." Even though Isagi wasn't exactly like amazing at that time.
Scored one goal and he's like, you know what? You're not too bad, kid.
But he sees
I
the
just love
potential.
that like Shido doesn't get mad. Like he doesn't hold grudges. He
He's a good
doesn't.
sport.
He doesn't try to bring everyone to their imminent demise when things aren't going his way. Like unlike a certain drooling brother, he's just there for vibes.
That's why, like, I kind of understand people's frustration with like the Shido Kunigami rivalry in the NEL, but I feel like it also makes sense for Shido's character to like not hold grudges or like care about that stuff.
Yeah.
Because
Why
didn't
would
Shido
he?
forget about it?
Yeah, he was like,
Didn't,
who
like,
the fuck
Shido-
are you?
Yeah, he's like
Yeah, like who are
Kunigami
you?
was not even like strong enough to leave an impression on him.
I also think Kunigami did not win in that game. Yes, he shut him down for like half the fucking game, or like fucking 15 chapters or whatever, but he already scored at that point. So like, I'm not saying that Kunigami won in that situation. You was just the narrative reason that Shido didn't score again. Like, I guess it does sound like bias, but it's just like easy explanation to shut someone down.
I don't know. Did Kunigami win? I mean, it's tough because it was. I think the only reason Kunigami won is because how hyper or like Pia after Shido scores, everything went through Shido. No, that's not to say that what Kunigami was doing wasn't impressive, because it was. But it's like Charles was like sabotaging for half of that, not passing to Rin.
Yeah, I
Like,
was gonna say I low-key blame Charles for some
Like
of it.
everybody knew that, like, after you would think, because what was it? I'm pretty sure Kunigami blocked Shido 3 times in 2 chapters. At that point, it's like, okay, we know the passes are going to Shido. Like, we see Charles say, oh, this is the right pass, and I can just pass to you, Rin. Psych, and passes to Shido. It's like, okay, at this point, it's pretty obvious where the ball's gonna go. And so then Isagi scores, and Charles is like, they're blocking Shido too well. I give up. Sub me out. I don't want to play anymore. And so it's like, yes, you can say Kunigami won because he locked down Shido and like indirectly made Charles quit. But it's like Charles is telegraphing you, or like telegraphing everybody where he's going to pass the ball.
Yeah,
It's going
a
to
fucking quick time event, and we're praising Kunigami for pressing X at the right time.
And then the second the field revolves around Rin, Kunigami loses Shido. Granted, he needed help from Zantetsu, which that's fine. I'm willing to grant. But after that, after Rin scores his goal and like the Masters get subbed off and like PXG's now playing with Rin passing back and forth with Shido, Kunigami's nowhere to be fucking found. He's fallen off the cliff.
Yeah, because that
He's
one
nowhere.
time that I always screamed that Rin should have passed the ball back, Kiora was marking Shido. If you look at the next panel where the ball goes flying away, Kunigami was nowhere near fucking Shido. How are we going to say he won that? Because, like, in my eyes, I guess it is a dub for Kunigami as a character. Like, he's showing that he's, like, kind of relative to Shido's level now. But, like, he did not get one back over Shido. The motherfucker already scored!
Yeah.
And then you shut him down while Charles is fucking shouting to the field, hey, I'm gonna pass to Shido, watch out. You shut him down like 3 times, congratulations. And then after that, you get subbed because you're tired. Like, you're not built for this, bro.
Yeah,
How
I mean,
does-
also if you think about it, like Kunigami's whole thing with like the wild card was he was built to be the next Noel Noah as a striker, and then they only found a use for him on defense. So I don't know.
That was my problem. How are you supposed to have like the body of Noah, but you get subbed out for being too tired?
That's why.
And you're on
That's
defense.
why. Dude, that's why I had the
Yeah.
fucking Kunigami scoring a goal theory. Because, like, it makes so much more sense to end on, like, Isugi manipulating the field to make Kunigami score. So then, Kunigami doesn't look like a fucking bum either. Because we had this whole thing. Because even before the PXG game, we had him in a fucking test tube with, like, wires on him and everything. And Henry was like, oh, his stats are slowly approaching Noah's. And then we get into the next game, and he's used as, like, a tool for Isugi for, like, 10 minutes. And then we don't see him again.
He's
heads
used
the
as
ball away from Charles. My bad.
Yeah, he's used as like a mobile traffic cone for
Yeah.
Shido, because it's like, oh, like he's in this like freaking testing tube. He's like looks like this genetically modified like super soldier, and he gets like outplayed by this dude who wants to like let out his load all over the field, like every time he scores.
Gets outplayed by a guy that comes on the field. Like, can we?
Well, there's another disproving of Hugo's theory right there, because we have Kunigami with almost the same stats as Noah, and he's on the bench.
I
Like,
know.
it's the fact that like they played him up like obviously Captain America. Like, oh, and everybody going into this was like, oh, Kunigami's gonna be crazy. Kunigami's gonna be crazy. And then he gets subbed out for being tired. Huh?
Oh my.
Tired? Are we speedsters now? Like, is this? If you're a speedster, sure, I can let that shit slide. You're tired though? What was you doing in the wild card? Was it just a fucking vacation?
Yeah, because when you look at the panel when he gets subbed back on, he's not ready.
Nope.
That panel when he pushes his hair back and like lets out a breath, he does not look ready at all. He looks so like he's sick. He's done with it.
Please
I was like,
don't
yeah,
put
this
me on
he
the
came back in and
field.
it's over. Because what chapter was that? It was like 280 something,
I want to see.
I think.
But it's also the other thing of like at the start of the NEL when Kunigami first came back, we had that whole thing where Bastard Munchkin got tested for their physical abilities, and Kunigami was like fucking third or something.
Yeah,
And
he's
he
the
played
only
off
blue
how
off player.
insane his stats was, and then we evolved from that game, and he gets tired. Like what? He's evolving backwards.
Like not even who was it? Not even Birkenstock or Mensa, the two Bastard Munchkin center backs that finished behind Kunigami, got tired. They were fine. Didn't get subbed out.
That man's a fraud.
But like chapter 285, if you go to chapter 285 and you look at when he gets subbed back in, he's not ready for this shit. He is not even. Okay, we see the difference between on page 11 when he gets subbed back in. Look at Gabin and Kunigami. Gabin's been playing the whole game and he looks way better than Kunigami does in that panel.
Wait. What number did you say it was?
Chapter 285, page 11 is when he gets subbed back in. Just like you can look at Hiyori, who's been playing the whole game, or Karasu. They don't look anywhere near as bad as Kunigami does on that panel.
Yeah, Kunigami looks stressed.
He's like, I gotta go deal with this fucking horn dog for however long now. I'm so over this.
At least he knows his limits though, because like as soon as he gets subbed on, we pretty much don't see him until he heads the ball away from Charles.
Yeah.
We don't see him until he heads the ball away from Charles. That's so fucking funny. He only got subbed in to do that one action.
I need Kanashiro to figure out what he's doing with Kunigami.
I need him to do that with a lot of characters too. Like,
To be honest, yeah. Like, I understand there's a lot of characters. It's hard to, like, give each of them an arc at the same time, but so many of them are just, like, pushed to the background right now with, like, no explanation.
and some of them, I feel like now it's impossible to get an explanation. Like, realistically, I love Nanase. How the fuck is that nigga touching any of these pitches? In what scenario is Ego going to be like, Nanase, please, you're our only hope.
Our final backup strategy, Nanase, get in there.
You have Isugi getting sub pointing to him like fucking All Might. Like, what situation could possibly make us sub in Nanase?
Young Nanase, you too can be a hero. He's like, get him in there, bro. Get him in there. Hype him up really quick.
There are so many that even like Sendo. I'm like, what is Sendo gonna do at this point? Like, he's
Okay, Sendo, he's getting Predator Eye this arc. Guarantee it. He's getting Predator Eye.
Give me 400
When
of those
is he-
stocks.
when is he gonna play?
Um,
Uh,
it depends. See,
he
I
might
think
play
there's a
against
chance he
America.
plays against. Does it? Yeah, if so, because what I think is going to be, he won't play in the group stage. They'll obviously play against Spain and Germany and probably France again. That is, let me see, 32, 16, 8. So there are five. If they make the final, they have to play 5 teams. They'll obviously play Spain and Germany and maybe France again. So that's 3 games. He's not going to play in either of those games. That leaves 2 games earlier on in the bracket against probably lesser competition. So he'll probably play in one of those 2 games, probably. That's what I think. Like maybe they play a China or a USA or something like that.
I
And
also
like,
think Sendao comes on when Barrow comes on.
I would love that. I want Sendo Bar. I need the lion hyena duo.
Yeah, the lion and his cub.
Yes. But yeah, go ahead and give me 700 stocks of Sendo learning Predator Eye and scoring from like 30 yards out. Absolute fucking rocket.
Okay,
I would
wait.
actually love that. I would love for Sendo to play.
Who, like, alright, let's discuss the stocks that we're investing in right now.
Oh, hold on. Yep, I'm writing all these down. Hold on.
Okay, yeah, let me like sit up in my chair for this one. Are we doing, alright, do you want to do stocks? Are we doing to like end of series, or is it just like what's gonna happen this arc?
Maybe we should start with
I'm
this
just-
arc.
Because I was gonna, in all honesty, I'm so tired right now. So I'm just gonna do this arc, and then I think I'm just gonna head out. Because I gotta go to sleep. But I can stay for like 5-10 minutes, talk about this arc.
Alright, we can do this arc and then we'll wrap it up because then we've been recording for about 2 hours.
Okay. How many people are we choosing? Like 3 or 5 characters to put stocks in?
We'll do 3, keep it short and sweet. And then we can do
I got my 3
stocks next time.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take, because I gotta think long term for this arc. Oh, hold on. Yeah, definitely putting. I don't care if it's obvious. It's gotta be long term.
I wanna have like a really niche investment. Like cryptocurrency.
I know, I feel like all my picks are gonna be obvious.
Yeah, like my biggest one was like Shido upscaled this game. Yeah, no shit, like that's
I mean, it's like
definitely where
Shido. Like, obviously, I think Nagi is an obvious one. I feel like by the end of this arc, he's gonna have done like a full circle.
I think Nagi's gonna have his highs as Isagi's having his lows. I think we might get
100%.
Okay. Oh, dude. If this happens, I'm actually gonna become a fucking ceiling decoration. Horrible thought, right? But Isagi gets subbed off because Isagi's struggling, and then we flip over to side B's POV, and then we start to go into how Nagi's up this game. That just means we skip over Shido getting subbed on for like another 2-3 weeks. But hey, Kaneshiro will probably do that, right? Sub Isagi off, and then it's like, oh, who cares about the France game? It's not like, we've been waiting for Shido all this time. Let's go over to side B right now. Okay, I've got one of my
Yeah,
stocks.
I mean, he's pretty much confirmed that, like, Nagi's on the up right now, and Isagi's gonna be on the decline. I mean, they're foils of each other, so it makes sense.
Yeah, one's at the top, the other one's at the bottom. Or heading that way.
I mean, Isagi's gotta hit rock bottom soon. Like,
wanna
just
see- yeah.
narratively.
Let me see you miserable for like 2 chapters. You've been winning a bit too much recently. You've been having a
Yeah,
bit
I
too
don't know
much
if it's
fun.
gonna, I don't know if it's gonna last long, but
You get like one panel of him being sad. Cry. It'll be like PXG all over again. One panel of him crying and then he just instantly fucking evolves.
yeah.
I evolve by taking the emotions out of the game. What? Okay, I need to think for one more stock.
I got my 3 characters, and I feel like I have a pick that you guys are kind of forgetting about.
Okay, do you want to go first then?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and go first. First one, obvious. I still have stocks in Borrow. I'm gonna always have stocks in Borrow.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna be. Second one, Psy. I'm putting so much in Psy right now.
Okay.
Which-
Okay.
Probably obvious even though some people would genuinely think he's going to flop. However, the third one, because I think Blue Lock is going to play them, Japan's going to play them. I'm putting so much stocks in the new Gen 11 goalkeeper. If there's one. If there's a new Gen 11 goalkeeper.
We
I'm
need
putting-
one, bro. We need Gagamaru to have competition. Sorry for Kaku, but like, there is no other goalkeeper that has existed so far. Actually, France might have one. Like, since their NPCs are somewhat competent, their goalkeeper might have the same fucking bite
No,
that
'cause-
Gagamaru does.
You know who their goalkeeper is, right?
No.
France's goalkeeper? The
Is
U20
it?
goalkeeper? It's the PXG goalkeeper. Same guy.
Oh yeah, that guy.
But I mean, hey, he might have hit a crazy growth, you know? After getting dunked on by midfield man twice, maybe he went through a crazy yeah, he went crazy training arc.
We got an
But I
NPC
do
that
think-
has a feat before Fukaku does. There's no way.
Mono, the Barca goalkeeper, saved Kunigami's shot. World class
Nobody
goalkeeper.
talks about that. Nobody says anything about that. I'm sorry, but how was that goalkeeper saving Kunigami's shot like when 99% of the time the ball could be rolling at 2 miles an hour to a goalkeeper and they still wouldn't fucking save it?
And he punched it too. He didn't like dive his hand, like he didn't like spread his hand out to block it. He punched the shot.
Dude, I'm pretty sure he looks at the camera as well, like nonchalant as fuck. Like, okay, bro, we get it. The game's being streamed.
Aura farming.
Yeah, actually.
there's-
Ladies.
One of my favorite characters, or like NPC characters, is the Nigerian goalkeeper because he blocked Hiyori's shot. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so that made me
Dude,
so
okay.
happy.
Why did Hiyori even shoot?
That's what I'm asking
Yes!
because he in the Ubers game, he goes for the shot and it gets blocked by Sendo, right? And he supposedly gives up on soccer. I thought that whole point was him missing the shot and being like someone who's supposed to like feed Isagi assists and like play for Isagi's goals. I thought that was him like reaching his resolve of like, okay, this is how I want to play soccer. Now he's suddenly back to, oh, you know what? If I'm open, just fuck it, I'll let it fly. Why not?
Yeah,
I'm
that
gonna let
made
this
no
fly.
sense to me because they built up Hiyori to be a passer. And I was like, since when is he taking shots on goal again? I thought we were past this.
It's not only that, how are you going to have insane passing accuracy, but you can't shoot? It's the same thing! Just pass to the top corner! Like, it's... Oh, I hate Hiyori with such... I don't hate Hiyori, but like, my fucking slander towards that character, it just... I'm starting to spiral because the more I see about him, the more I'm like, why do you exist? Why did you shoot? And he got saved and that team was a fraud!
I do feel like the writing for this arc so far has been a little bit inconsistent with that in terms of like the character evolutions. Like at times they seem like they've evolved, and then other times it seems like they've regressed, and it's just a little all over the place, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm scared for Nigeria because if France like destroys Blue Lock, the massacre that might incur in that game.
Kuso
Unless
might
Nigeria
deadass die
like-
in that game. I'm being
'cause-
honest. Like,
Because I believe that England will beat Nigeria like 4-1 or something like that. I think Nigeria can score against England to show that they've gotten better. But Blue Lock, gosh, they're gonna lose by like 3 or 4 goals this game. It's gonna be bad.
I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it's a fucking agenda because England never wins anyway, but I low-key want Nigeria to beat England. Like, if we're gonna do the bit of England never wins and we went 0-4 for the fucking NEL, go 0-4 here too. Like, go 0-3 here too.
0-3. Just don't win a single game.
Yeah, because then,
That would-
like,
would-
if Nigeria does win, I know it doesn't change anything because both teams are gonna get eliminated. But like, when you look at them, you'd be like, oh my god, Ons really did change. On like, he had like a whole fucking arc while we didn't see him. 'Cause
Well, see, that's,
Nigeria played Blue Lock first. They were their first game.
Yeah.
And then you see Isagi like metaphorically pass the torch of like ego and Blue Lock's philosophy on. You see fucking Nigeria beat England, I'd be there for that. Fuck this country,
I would be
bro.
too.
I feel bad for Nigeria. Kuso probably still has trauma from that game. Like because
Yeah.
the way he was reacting to like the blue lockers, I have a feeling he's like the only character that can like see the auras that the characters get when they like reach flow or like when they're starting to play serious. I genuinely think Kuso saw like wasps and bees around Bachira, and then like Reo was just copying that aura.
Well, he also is like the only Nigerian player that was like not fully buying into the like philosophy that Isagi was preaching. Like
Mhm.
he is more in like the Kira camp in my mind, where he's like, "Now that's bullshit."
Yeah. I want to see what Kuso would have like how he would have reacted if Shida was on the field and he started seeing these like demons and dragons like going around.
I think the funniest headcanon I have for Kuso is that after this World Cup arc, he goes home to his village, and as he's talking about the players, they like start to spread what he was saying as like old wives' tales. He was like, "Don't go to
Yes.
Japan. This one time I was playing football, this fucking giant ass bee came out of nowhere and stung me."
Was
Or
it
As
him
he's
bad?
reacting
playing,
to Rayo, where he's like, "This guy had a monster on him, and then this other guy walked over and fucking copied it. He got possessed too. Like, it shit's
They
not
have a
right in Japan."
shapeshifter. They have a shapeshifter on their team.
Yeah, that nigga's not normal.
or they get like he plays against France later on if Loki plays and he starts talking about like how this guy like made a compact like he made this like agreement with God and he has like this godlike speed because I wonder what Loki's like character aura would be because we know it's like the little particles or whatever, but I don't know if he has like a some sort of character that goes with it as well. I hope so. That'd be cool to see.
His
Yeah, they've
aura,
kind of been holding out on us with Loki's character this match so far.
he's not even touched the ball. He's not even touched the ball.
That's why
Japan is
Rin's cooked. He's not winning. Rin's not winning that 1v1. There's no way.
Yeah, I think they're also gonna have like 3 matchups. You're gonna see Rin get cooked now.
I
They have
do-
another one where Rin kind of comes back, and then Rin kind of wins the last one.
Yeah, I do hope that Rin scores at least one goal this game. Like, if somebody's gonna score, I want it to be either Rin or Shido.
Oh wait,
Cheeto's
my
100%.
stocks. Who do I have stocks on? Oh fuck, I actually just had a list and everything. I already forgot. That's why I need to write shit down. Shido, obviously, I'm always going to invest in Shido stocks. Zantetsu this game? High key!
Yes.
Get my boy
Yes.
on the field!
Yes.
He's the only
100%.
speedster that doesn't have like a physical nerf. He's just a bit dumb.
See, the thing is, because I think I have a video about Shido, or not Shido, Zantetsu. Zantetsu is unironically the smartest character because he's the first character in the series to understand Isagi's philosophy of turning yourself into a tool for victory.
Yep.
He learns that in the first selection when he's willing to listen to Reo for team success, and he simply just now and like after that point, he just did whatever Reo told him. He was like, "Okay, we're winning. I'll just be Reo's tool because it's working."
It also goes into fucking Hugo's yap as well, because it's like, in the PXG game, he understood, my job is to run. And that's the only thing he fucking did that game. Because he starts counterattacks, you see him sprint into fucking Raichi at the start of the game. And I'm pretty sure at one point he's trading passes with, I think it's Karasu. It's when fucking PXG unite. Zantetsu, yeah, give me 900 on Shido stocks. Give me like, I won't risk too much on Zantetsu. I'll go like 350. And then my last stocks, I think I might just focus on this game. This doesn't count, but Hiyori stock's going down again. That's what I'm putting my stocks on. I'm putting my stocks on.
You're
Hiyori downfall.
uninvesting.
Yeah, I'm uninvesting even more into this character.
Alright. I'm also investing in Shido because I just need him to play.
W.
And I feel like there's been so many hints at this point with this match in particular about him coming back. Like, it's been
Please,
referenced
bro.
like 4 different times. Like, please.
talking
Give
about
us
this
something.
nigga like he's Gojo.
From-
Come on!
He's stuck in the fucking prison.
Yes, the fact that fucking Charles at the start of the game was like, "Is Shido playing?" No, and he's like, "Oh, we're gonna destroy you then."
Yeah.
You
then
was
you're gonna
that
lose.
confident?
But so far he's right. So.
Yeah, so far they are cooking them.
I would invest in Rayostas because that's my boy. However, I don't know if they're gonna go up again until Nagi comes back. To be honest, it's Hanashiro just loves only bringing Rayo up when Nagi's involved.
This might
So-
sound weird, but I have a feeling Rayo's gonna crash in the Spain game. I don't know why.
I actually have a theory that I don't like saying out loud because I don't want it to happen, but at the same time, I totally see it happening with the way things have been foreshadowed. But I think if there is an injury on the Blue Lock team, there's a good chance that it's Rayo.
See, I think Yukimiya goes blind.
Alright,
my
well,
No, I just like, I think that Yukimiya, because I think for some reason, I think the Spain game, they're gonna have to beat Spain on an equal playing field. I feel like, and like it's gonna be a battle of like creativity versus creativity and flair versus flair. And if Yukimiya does get in, I think that's the game he goes blind in. He just has to give up for the rest of the series after that game.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't see Yukimiya's injury coming back again. Like, after what happened in the Manshine game, because I've been, like, fucking analyzing his character for, like, 2 months now, his optic neuropathy is more of a metaphor for, like, where he is mentally. Because he's got, like, this inflated, like, ego and, like, this inflated sense of self. That's kind of what this, like, optic neuropathy is because he's not actually seeing what happens in the world, if that makes sense. Like, he's becoming actually delusional. So it's
so
like,
the team that bid on him is going to pay for his eyes to get fixed.
True.
Honestly, I think Yukimiya and Chigiri are both red herrings. I think if there is an injury, it's going to be a character we don't expect. That's why I think there's a good chance it could be Rayo, and also because of the foreshadowing when we saw Rayo doing his individual training, and he was saying, I don't need to use my brain, like I just need to use my body, and his attendant was expressing concern for him pushing himself beyond his limits. So I
Suit
think
injury?
it's been a little bit foreshadowed that he might be pushing himself too far.
I also want to say that Rin's up for a fucking injury. I feel like he might tweak out a bit too much during a match, try to push himself too hard to destroy someone, and then it backfires.
To be honest, I don't know what could take Rin out at this point. He took a Shido kick to the head and was fine, so
Yeah, that is
true, yeah.
he's kind of built tough.
It's going to be like Brexit tackle, studs up,
yeah.
like.
It's gonna have to be real bad to take him out.
Maybe in the England game then, right? Because, like, if they're about, like, fucking speed battles and strength battles and stuff like that, what if Rin runs into someone and he's like, alright, I'm fully committed to running into you. They also fully commit into it, but Rin gets injured.
Knocked on his ass or something.
Yeah, he's like, there's levels to this shit. Like, yeah, you destroy people. Yeah, you fucking flip that guy in the U20 game. But, like, there's levels to this shit.
He took
Yeah,
that
I do think
each other a little too far.
because I think that like if Rin and like someone like Barra, because I would say Barra is probably the second like physically strongest character in the Blue Lock program behind Kunigami. I think if like Rin and Barra ran into each other, Rin's probably getting put on his ass. I'm not gonna lie.
Rin's getting
especially
smushed into paste.
especially with the football training that Barra went through.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
In America, and like I'm willing to bet that there are players under 20 more physically imposing than Barra is. So like it would probably take someone like that to actually injure him, like someone who's above Barra. Like in
Actually,
terms of
that would be if it was a self team inflicted injury, that would be even better in my opinion. Like if it was because of another Blue Lock player that somebody got injured.
accidental.
I think they
collision.
are, yeah. I think a self-inflicted injury would be very on theme for the
I
current
changed my
direction of
stock
Blue Lock.
then. I'm investing into Barrow stealing the ball from Fiori and turning them into pace. That's the stock that I'm investing in.
W.
Hiyori gets the ball and Barrow's like, "You're too fucking slow," and just smushes his ass.
Yeah, that's another point, though. Isagi saying that Hiyori was too slow even before this, and now this match is gonna be all about speed. I think Hiyori's gotta come off.
Yeah,
Very well,
like,
sir.
I
No
know,
other private security
it seems like an
needs. I can
agenda,
help.
but there's low-key so much
Airstrike
logic behind the
confirmed.
Hiyori slander,
Please drop a
it's
flare at the
kind of
target
funny.
location
Get
before
him
I
you
mean,
off
somebody
the
has to get
field.
subbed out.
Please, baby.
I still think Isagi's gonna hit the bench this game. He's gonna get
Oh,
benched near the end of the game.
1000%.
Near the end.
I think that's possible too. Yeah.
Because I think with what Ugo was saying, with like, oh, Isagi, you're more fitted to be a midfielder. I think Isagi, with the fact that Ego sent him to go watch games, I have a feeling that Isagi's gonna have a Hiyori moment, and he's gonna figure something out on the bench while he's watching. He's gonna be like,
Ooh, a callback,
because Hiyori was like, when he was watching Isagi on the bench, he says not only in the Manshine game but in the Ubers game that like, I see what Isagi sees and like I understand what he's doing. I think Isagi's gonna have that eureka moment with Yugo where he can watch from the bench without like any distractions, and he's like, wait a second, I think I just figured this out. Like I understand what how Hugo works and all this other, like I found a way to counter France or something like that.
Yeah. I think he's
But
definitely
that's-
too in his own head right now.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
think
part of
the
the
problem he's
problem.
got is the fact that he did look down. I think if he just continued to look up, he would have been fine.
I think he's too in his own head. I mean, everybody. I think we can all agree. Like everybody right now is kind of setting him up for failure. Like the way
Chigiri is. This is low-key like Chigiri's fault, because Chigiri's making this so much worse.
Well, he's not the only one, but that line from him was. I'm sorry, that felt so out of character because Chigiri has never.
Yeah, like,
He's never
where did-
blazed anybody but himself until now.
Where did this Isagi fucking parade come from?
Like, okay, from Hiyori I would have expected it, but from Chigiri I was a little shocked, I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe that's why it scares him as well, though, because it's like somebody who he was close with, like somebody from way
Yeah.
back in the OG days. Now that it's a Glaze Fest, he's like, oh shit. Wow. I'm
They've
actually
all
at the top
put
now.
him. They've all put him on a pedestal except for like Rin and Bachira. And
Being a
Rayo,
striker, so
but
fucking-
Rayo's got his own thing going on. Rayo's on an island right now.
Yeah,
Yes,
Rio's-
he's waiting for his boyfriend to come back.
Yeah, he's self-isolating.
High key,
Hey.
like I can't even blame Nagi though, because like if I had somebody like Rayo come into my life, I'd be dependent as fuck too. Like you're lying on the floor after training, the nigga walks over and says, "Want me to carry you?" Are you kidding me?
Please,
I want
especially
that
because
service.
Rayo's like stupid rich as well.
Yeah, he's like,
Listen,
"Do you
I-
need new football boots?" Yeah, like, what do you need? What do you need? Like, you want me to score goals? I'll score fucking goals.
Like, oh my goodness, the poster child, or not really poster child, but like the heir to a multi-billion-dollar Japanese tech corporation just randomly walked up and wants to be my friend. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And
Happily.
literally like spoils you and
Yes, and spoils the
honestly
fuck out of you.
that's the biggest fumble of the entire series. I don't know how Nagi fucked that up. But
You know, there's
But, like,
just
low-key- Now that I think about it, I kind of get it, because, like, I also wouldn't want to do anything after I got that. Like, who the fuck cares about
no, like
football?
I understand. I understand him completely. He's like, well, I'm playing with Rayo, that's good enough. He takes care of
Yeah.
everything for me.
he does my taxes, he makes me food.
Nigga owns basically the entirety of Japan.
Pretty much, like, I do wonder how much the Mikage Corp is worth. Like, they have, like, it has to be an absurd amount of money.
They
yes,
said it
they
like
have-
in,
Do they say how much it's worth in the beginning?
when Rayo's first introduced, I think it comes up. I think it's in the billions.
Oh my god.
Makes sense. Or were they talking about
Funding.
yen? Because like if it's yen, then it's going to be like a lot lower.
Yeah, I mean, either way, it's a crazy amount. They have enough to
Yeah.
fund like fucking space programs and like in-ear real-time translators.
Yeah.
And his
And the
son
freaking-
still wants a football wage. How greedy! How much money do you want?
Because what is it? Isn't everything in the NEL funded by the Mikage Corp, or
Pretty
like
much,
almost
the
everything?
earpieces are.
It's not everything, but they are like the biggest sponsor.
Because I was gonna say, like, the amount of money, like, when you look through the training that, like, the NEL training for the Bastard Munchkin to get, like, they have these like levitating platforms that they're jumping to.
Yeah, who the fuck
Like-
is training on that, bro? I was watching that, and they had these fucking floating stones that were like 50 feet up in the air. What is this training program? When have you ever had to do that?
Are we sure
they
Blue
have,
Lock
like-
takes place in 2018 and not like 2050 or something?
I'm
Yes,
convinced,
and
like,
they
it's
have
the
the
equivalent of
freaking,
like a mega church.
when Snuffy is going like over the Uber stuff, and like he has just a bunch of real-time holograms that can be interacted with throughout like the space of the room. Like, where
Bro,
did we get
Blue
all
Lock
of this?
Man,
Wait,
like the
with-
Blue Lock Man.
Yeah, I was
goalie
gonna say,
can literally
Blue Lock
interact
Man.
with the ball, and they're just like, oh, it's because the ball has a sensor in it, as if that explains anything.
So how does it move? I don't get it.
And like the sensor is apparently strong enough to where like it can just redirect these extremely powerful shots that like Rin and Kunigami and Baro are taking, because that makes like Oh my
We're in the
gosh,
wrong
it's-
genre. This nigga should have been fucking Iron Man. Like,
And
you
then
had
it's-
all this tech.
what is it? At the very end of the Bastard Munchkin training, when they're like shooting at the target, you see how fucking big those targets are?
Dude,
They're
what?
huge. Where are they? Where did they get the money for this?
And like that wasn't in, at least I don't think it was in the original plan for Blue Lock, right?
No. No, it
So like,
wasn't.
did
Where
they
the
just
fuck
add
did
this
that
on?
room come
Like
from?
during the 2 weeks were they just renovating? Like,
Yeah, where? How did they build all this stuff? So, because I think it was by the end of the third selection, Henri was like, "Ego, we spent all of our funding. Like this,
yeah, they were out
like,
of money.
yeah, we're out of money." And then, oh, they beat the U20 team. I'm sure they got a bunch of money from like, you know, what they raised in ticket sales and whatnot. But there's no way that was enough to get all this new shit.
Wait, that's not even the
Like-
problem, right? It's not even how they get the money. How the fuck did they get it so quickly? You're telling me,
Yes.
right? This football program with just infinite money, because that's not an issue anymore. We're just like, hey, we need this hologram for this one panel where this guy's talking to his team, but it needs to be interactive. And scientists were just like, all right, I can do it in 2 days.
And then, what was
It
it?
has to be the Mikage Corp, because in Rayo's
Yeah, it had to
backstory, he was doing like soccer simulations
True.
at like the pro level.
Yeah, but what now that now I'm thinking about this, what makes it even more confusing is how much money does Ray Dark have? Because he was like, he sees all this stuff, like I'm sure he understands like all the funding that was put into this, and when he's talking to Bharat Sudha, Ray Dark, he's like, I guess if we're talking money, I'll listen. Like hundreds of millions of dollars weren't just poured into this freaking this NEL whatever, and it's like the highest grossing like live soccer TV stream or whatever it was at the time. He's like, it's not that big a deal to me, but if it's gonna make me more money, I might hear you out.
He might be the equivalent
he is
of like
the-
Snoop Dogg, like just going around
He's
doing
the
side quests.
president of. He's the president of PIFA.
PIFA.
Yeah, because like he's randomly in Germany one day, and he's for some reason goes to the fucking prison that Kaiser's in, and he's like, yeah, fuck it, I'll have that one. Just like he's adopting a dog.
Yeah, that was crazy because it's like, how did he know about Kaiser? Like, he should not have known about him.
Not only that, how
Yeah.
how did you? Like,
Kaiser was
what
like,
was the
did Kaiser
intrigue?
even go to school? I guess he did, but
I mean, to be fair, Kaiser was like dodging bullets from police officers, so it's
Did
like
they shoot
he's
him?
definitely
I guess he just
definitely something.
like saw the police report and was like, took out 3 officers with a soccer ball, and he was like, I need this kid.
This
my
is the
John
future. This is the future of my sport.
It was a great investment, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, actually, insane investment. Maybe I should just go to prisons and start adopting random children. Pray to God that they're a generational talent in something.
Yeah.
It's funny because like Kaiser was like technically a criminal, but that time he was framed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like the one
All
time
these
he got
other
caught and he
crimes.
didn't even do it.
All
I'm on
these
the
crimes
clock.
and they
What
kept
you
you
want?
for the
Some
one you
wheels?
got framed for.
All right, but that's it for me. I'm gonna go ahead and
Sure, that's
head
we
to
didn't
bed.
even do
So
a fucking intro. Do you want to do an intro quick and I can just edit it to the front?
It's coming at
I might as well record an outro while I'm here as well. Thanks for watching my video. Never stop updating your world's perspective. Drink water, look after yourself. Peace.